Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to our wonderful channel here, Slices and Dices, where we have our ongoing Ravenloft campaign, Ravenloft Domains of Dread, with our inimitable cast of characters. We have, this is episode 48 of the main campaign. We of course got the side Ravenloft campaign with the things going on in that particular.
So with side campaign and off weeks with 48, that means we've been at this for at least a year, yeah?
Oh yeah. At least a year.
Yeah.
At least a year. I would say more. I would say more like
It's
a year and
been
a
2
half.
years, hasn't it not?
I mean, I can go back in time to find the first fucking episode of the.
I don't think it's been
21.
quite two.
It feels
been 2
like
years.
it feels like at least at
I
least
think
two.
you guys might have done two. We're coming up on like 2 years with me.
That's true. That's true. 'cause
Having
you
joined the campaign.
You joined later.
Has it really been that long? Wow.
It will
been.
be in like March, I think.
That's about right.
Damn.
I mean,
I did not think we've been at this that long.
This is a goodie, an oldie but goodie, shall we say?
I
This is
just
like-
went back on our
2
YouTube
years that
channel.
we're gonna run longer than Mad Mage. Damn.
I don't think so. We'll see.
I went
I
back
thought
on our
Mad Mage
YouTube
ran for a
channel,
year and a half. But
Not
anyway.
and the first episode of Domains of Dread was posted on the 30th of October 2021.
All right, so 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years and change.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, 2021.
I did not realize we've been playing this that long.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it
Goes by.
it
I
can't,
mean, if it's only been a year, we might as well put it in
Time
there, right?
flies when you're being emotionally traumatized.
and yet you've been so resilient, Sarah. So resilient. I need more time to break you down, is what I need. I've accomplished
Oh, you
so
can try,
much with the
baby.
other three. There's only one.
next.
There's only one left.
Moynat is going to be a tough nut to crack. I'm not going to lie.
Everyone has their weak points. Sarah.
Okay.
okay.
That's true.
And your story comes next.
Just have Moynat fall into a ring of fire.
Down, and the flames rose higher.
Flames went higher.
Yeah.
And it burns.
Uh,
That ring of fire.
I don't think the point is to inflict emotional trauma and then, yes, I win, as, I am invincible. Yeah, no, that's
And
not...
then liquid nitrogen goes all the
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
Emotional damage.
I like that. I like that we just got to hear your what I'm just going to call your King Julian voice,
Yes.
like from Madagascar.
Yes.
Like, oh, hello.
Hello.
Not even it.
I try. No. So many inside voices, so little time to let them all out. The purpose of this game is just to tell a story, right? Telling a story is not about necessarily like finding everyone's problems and then just fucking around in there. No, that's not the point. The point is to tell a story, and everybody has their own stories to tell, whether it be a story of triumph or a story of redemption or a story of murder. Yes.
Very good.
I don't know where that came from,
Ginnifer,
Maeve.
that's an inside thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I can't tell you what to do with
I
your
think
free
Ginny's
time.
coming out more and more often now.
It's fine. I've created a monster. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, I think that the whole point of playing these kinds of games is storytelling, and we attempt to tell stories. I don't have an end story in mind. You guys are just as much, if not more, participants and creators of the story as I am, and that's the way it should be. And I love that.
Yeah,
But
right.
for one of our intrepid crew, the story seems to have ended. But she still is in a festive mood, as evidenced by the amazing headgear, which is very, very, very festive. I love it. Yes, green antlers. Okay. Well, if you're maybe
Louisa
my
you're,
cat is scared shitless, so
as your cat has every right
money
to
well
be.
spent.
Okay. So with that said, and the players arranged, and 3 out of the 4 characters arranged as well, let's just dive right in to what happened previously on Ravenloft Domains of Dread. After what seemed like an eternity in the Nightmare Lands, You have emerged from the realm of dreams, having rescued Birdie, Louisa's daughter, from the fearsome King of Nightmares. Having bested the ruler of that realm, you have all awakened in a lavish chateau with the fine accoutrements reminiscent of those within Alanic's home in Dementliu. But as I said before, not all of you have returned home. Louisa made the ultimate sacrifice to save her daughter, and now her body lies cold and lifeless atop her bed. The scroll, which Mikmick attempted to utilize to save her and bring her back from the dead within the Nightmare Realm, did not function as planned. And now Louisa, like you all, has been claimed by the grip of death. Moynat's presumption that Louisa would return was based on the powers of this realm's grip on her and on the rest of you as well, but that the powers, shall we call them, would not let you die. That you were all pawns, which, like pieces on a chessboard, played by malevolent gods, still had your use. But would that be the same for Louisa? She fulfilled her purpose to save her daughter. But would the dark gods of this demiplane have the barest glimmer of mercy upon her to bring her back? Or would she too be imprisoned here, as before, awaiting further torments within the domains of dread? Only time will tell. One thing is for certain. Time has passed between when you first entered the Nightmare Lands and now, as you find yourselves bereft of several personages of note that were there with you when you entered. As you look around, Muriel Martikov, Esmeralda Devenir, and Jack. The only faces that you've seen since you've risen from your troubled sleep has been Alanic and Arthur. And it does seem that Dr. Van Richten has actually been present since, as his name was made mention by Alanic the night before, when Amnestria inquired why she was placed in a separate room. But that aside, the three of you now waken the day after you have found yourselves brought back to the waking world, and find that your environs, though similar to the chateau in Dementliu, are remarkably different. The house seems much larger than the manor in Dementliu. There are still the beautiful furnishings and paintings and carpets and tapestries that Alanic seems to have collected throughout his career. But this place is much larger. Perhaps a bit, or at least from a temperature perspective, seems a bit colder, too. So,
Question.
yes.
Do I still feel as though I am under the effects of those two Taroka pulls that were causing me issues?
No. You do not. And that actually makes a very good point. All of the Taroka pulls that have been of length 24 hours or greater, either positive or negative, no longer seem to have an effect on any of you.
So, my question is, because I was suffering all of those for the entirety of the time that we were in the Nightmare Realm, saying
Correct.
that we were there for less than 24 hours.
Yep.
Is it that, do I surmise that it is that it took Birdie this long to get us out?
You don't know how long it's been.
But I'm suddenly no longer seeing the effects, and you say that the house looks different.
Yes.
All right, Moynot's going to get up and walk around then.
Okay. Mikmick,
And because she's annoyed at having been taken from the place that she was and dressed in this horrible frilly dressing gown, she's going to walk around naked. Fuck all of them.
fair. It's fine. Propriety be
Specifically
damned.
because she knows it. Specifically because she knows it makes them all uncomfortable.
Okay.
Not all of us.
Well, Olenek and Alistair.
Well, 50% ain't bad. I guess the look that you get from Arthur is a little bit more agog and aghast than you get from Olenek. He's sort of stoic and emotionless as he's been in the past anyway. Hard to read behind his red-tinted glasses. But Mikmick and Amnestria, you watch Moynot rise from her bedding, leave the room, and start to walk around. What do you do?
Is Louisa in the same room as us, or the body of Louisa?
Yes, Louisa's body is in the same room, as is Birdie.
I thought Amnestria was in a different room from us.
She was, but then she
So-
came into your room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yes, the last things that happened were I left my room, found Olenek and Arthur. They led me to this room, and then Birdie ran off, actually. So she shouldn't be in the room.
Fair enough.
Very quickly.
So Mikmick will go over to Louisa and see if he can get the gauntlets off her.
Yeah, the gauntlets aren't even on her hands.
Okay. Are they near her in any way, or?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Okay, perception check, here we go. Perception check. I don't have a perception as good as Louisa, but we'll see what happens. Perception check, where is that? Perception.
Oh, and
no.
our HP should be back to normal sans
Yeah.
aid and other buffs, correct?
That is correct, yeah. You got a
That's
7. Do not see that.
That's a no problem.
You're in a room, Red.
We're back,
I'm in the
everyone.
room.
Yes, we're back. Yes.
I don't know why I rolled twice. but,
Rolling like crepe.
Yeah, that was a natural 2, so yeah, definitely not.
Yep.
At least it wasn't
Yeah.
a 1.
Okay, then he'll probably check to see if there is any signs of life on Louisa.
Medicine check.
If medicine, okay, here we go. See if I can roll another than that too. Not quite.
You're rolling double here. I don't know what's going on with your double rolls here.
Yeah.
They are confusing me.
Oh, actually,
Are you not rolling in
let's try that.
Roll20?
Oh, he is rolling in D&D Beyond. It
I
looks like.
think it's because I had two roll 20 games up at the same time.
How dare you? Are you cheating on me, Red? How dare you? I will not take.
No, I just
kindly
had
to
two
this.
windows open
Sure,
over the
sure.
same game for some reason. I have no
Yeah,
idea why.
Of course. You're
Must have
playing two
duplicated
Dungeons
it.
and Dragons games at the same time. I get it.
Is this
It's
not
fine.
an open dungeon
Oh,
relationship?
sorry.
Then, okay, awkward.
That's
I might have
Sorry.
to. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
didn't put a ring on it, so you're free to do what you like.
oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Mikmick, with a 14 medicine, I mean, it's very clear that she's dead. Her body, her eyes look sunken. Her hair looks waxy. Her hands are placed over her breast. Her arms are, her arms seem sort of slightly desiccated.
Mhm.
Okay. No. Just leave me at that for the moment. And Amnestria, what do you want to do? So you've got it. You've got the stage for now.
Matt, is there a
I've-
chair in this room?
Sure, that was the chair that Arthur was sitting on.
Okay. Is it like a wooden chair that I can move?
Yeah, you can move it.
Great. I'm going to take the chair.
Okay.
Gonna face it backwards, and I'm gonna sit on it and
Okay.
like kind of like lean on the back of it and just sort of like look at Mikmick, but not say anything. Gonna sit next to Louisa, just sort of glance over at her every so often. Sigh.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I wish to do at the moment.
Fair. Why not? I think you start to stride around the house and you look to your left, you look to your right, you see long, carpeted hallways with sconces, with candles, hooded lantern candles set into them. You see quite a lot of doors. Quite a lot, actually. The place has a sort of fragrant air about it, but again, it's very cold. You see your breath mist in the air.
I'm going to just begin opening doors and looking into them as I walk.
Okay. Some of them are locked. As you sort of turn their handles, they do not move at all. But others do. I think that you peer into several rooms, some of which seem to be studies. One is a bathroom with a large claw-footed tub made out of a fine porcelain. You see two doors which actually enter into a long dining room with a long table made out of a dark wood. At the probably at both ends of the room, fitted into the walls are the skeletal heads of some kind of animal. You're not quite sure what. They have long, curving horns, like ram's horns. And the table seems very finely polished. There are windows set into the back wall, which are covered with drapes.
I'd like to go pull back the drapes and peer outside to see what I see.
Sure. The first thing that you see when you walk into the room and step to around the table and open the drapes is you see mist. Just tendrils and of mist that glide past the windows, and a filtered daylight that shines through these tendrils of fog.
Seeing that, Muadnhait is just going to kind of make a noise and turn on her heel and stride purposely back to the room where they all woke up.
Okay.
And then upon entering through the door, she will look to the others and to Louisa on the bed and say, "We're not back. This is not the chateau. This is not Alonix's house. Out the window, I see nothing but mist. I don't know where we are, but we are not back. We are somewhere in between, and I think we must find the child." And she will look around for her armor and dress herself in her armor.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually placed very neatly. All of your gear, all of your armor, all of your clothing has been placed very neatly at the foots, at the feet of your beds, I should say. Except of course Amnestria's, because it's not in that room.
And then upon donning her armor, she is going to cast Sending to Bertie and say, "Child, where are you? We must speak."
Okay. You receive a reply back pretty quickly, actually. And you hear the voice of the young daughter of Louisa say back to you, I'm here. I'm with the nice man in the wheelchair and his friend. Where are you?
Well, it was Sending, so I can't answer her. So I am going to go looking for Alonic and Arthur.
Okay.
And I'll tell the others and say,
Sure.
the child says she's with Alanic and Arthur. I'm going to find them. And I'm going to go start looking. I'm going to head towards where I think Alanic's office should be
Mm-hmm.
in this version of...
Yeah, the layout is completely different. You don't...
Yeah.
The layout of this house is it's like a totally different house. So...
Well, then I'm going on a hunt.
Cool. All right.
I don't know if there's a check I need to roll for that.
I mean, you can start wandering around the house and make an investigation check if you'd like, and that would determine how.
Or just keep casting a message until you hear something.
Exactly. Whatever.
I don't have message that was sending 10 on investigation.
Either
I
way,
need you to make what I'd like to call a yodelay-hoo check.
I do have message, but I think I need to. A message is only 120 feet.
Yeah. I was gonna say you definitely have message because we were doing message.
I do, yeah.
Back with
That's
the deer
right.
and
So I guess So as I'm doing this terrible investigation, I will keep trying to message Birdie, hoping that eventually she'll be within 120 feet of me.
Oh, okay. You're walked through what seems to be a long hallway. I'm not sure if Amnestria or Mikmick join you, but seems like Amnestria is sort of caught up in a reverie, and Mikmick is trying to ascertain what to do
I think
with Birdie. With Louisa.
Mikmick would probably follow, and he would take note of how the house looks and see if he can determine what kind of design this house is made. Like, is this more a what are the gypsies called again?
We don't call them
Vistani?
that. We don't call them that, sir. That is a derogative term for said people.
Yeah. What's the name of them again?
But they're called Vistani.
Vistani?
Yes.
Vistani, yes, that's the
Vistani,
one.
there we go.
Yeah.
My brain was like, it starts with a V.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So see if this house is of Vistani design, or if it's more
Well,
Demently or
The great
more.
thing about Vistani that you know is that they don't have houses. They are they are actually
Dividers.
nomadic. They are nomadic people who live in encampments built from wagons, vardos, which you've seen several times in your time here in Ravenloft. So that knocks them right out.
Giant Vistani Vardo. Is this the Madhouse of Tasha's Kiss version 2.0?
I mean, I will neither confirm nor deny. No, it definitely feels like a real life house. It doesn't seem like it is a
But
house
do you think the design is more from maybe Demently or a Darkon design, or even?
Well, you haven't spent a whole lot of time in Darkon. You did spend some time in Alanic's office in Darkon. The Ray Agency actually was where Alanic had his actual office with Arthur. It essentially, if you can imagine a Victorian 221B Baker Street, essentially, for fantasy, that is essentially what Ray's office looked like. When you were there, you didn't notice a whole lot of bedrooms or the like. You noticed maybe one or two, but for the most part, it was just a double duplex layout with a single flight of stairs, where you stayed before you left Darkon for other environs. This is a manor house. This is a huge, sprawling Victorian mansion.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give you the option to do what you'd like.
I keep casting message trying to find Birdie as I wander.
Sure.
And Mikmick
Hoping
will
she'll
probably
pop up within 120 feet.
Okay.
And Mikmick will be just calling out, "Alanic, where are you? This place is a bloody maze."
Your voice echoes through the hallways. And I think, Muadnhait,
Oh,
you hear Mikmick's voice bounding off the walls. The wood is very solid, but it's very reverberant. I think as well, you pass by this dining room, Mikmick, on the hunt for Alanic, or anyone actually in this magnificent mansion, and you see just mist roiling past the windows.
Hearing Mikmick call that, I will switch to trying to message Alanic.
Okay. Yeah, what do you say?
The same. What do I call Alanic? I haven't played mine out in a while. Learned One. Where are you? This house is unusually large.
Yeah, so you receive a response back from Alanic, and he says, I'm down here on the first floor. I don't know if you are in your room. I would assume that you and your compatriots would prefer to have some breakfast. If so, come join us.
I will message the other two, and just for shits and giggles, attempt to message Louisa, and say, I can only reach Bertie through sending, but the Learned One says to meet him downstairs for breakfast. I think this confirms that we are not, in fact, back. I'll see you downstairs. And then heads down.
Okay. You find a stairwell that actually brings you down from the floor on which you are to the main floor of the house. You turn swiftly to your left as you do hear sounds emanating from a larger room off the western side of the house. And you hear the sounds of voices, you hear the sounds of clanging and clattering of metal, and walk into a cold, tile-floored room with pots and pans and assorted glassware hanging from hooks along a long pegged bar of wood, and the smell of roasting meat and eggs assaults your senses as you see Alanic in his chair, sitting across from Bertie, with a sort of quizzical look on her face, and then an iron stove on which a large grill has been set and pans placed atop it. In one of these pans is this smell of meats and assorted foods being cooked, and you see Arthur just in front of it, with dressed to the nines, but wearing a very finely knit apron in front. And he turns and says, "Oh, welcome back. Would you prefer your bacon crispy or chewy?"
Neither. Thank you.
Don't care for bacon, yes?
No, it is, no.
Very well.
And she sort of looks quizzically at Bertie, who didn't answer any of her messages. But Alanic, who did, and they're sitting right next to each other. And she's going to use her creepy warlock telepathic voice to say to Bertie, "Get me, child."
Didn't hear that, sir. Sorry, you were just you were too creepy for your own microphone.
Look at me, child.
Bertie sort of recoils for a second in abject fear, just stares at you.
So she doesn't know where. Well, I mean, there's no way for her to necessarily know where it came from, but she does hear it.
Yes, you are using the Muadnhait voice on her.
Yes.
Well done. Good job.
Yeah. Well, Just out of above game. Moynat is testing because she answered sending, which can cross planes, but she didn't answer message, which requires her to be within 120 feet. But Alanic answered the message, and they're sitting across from each other.
Correct.
So she's trying to figure out if this is actually Birdie.
I see.
But she can affect her with that telepathic voice.
Yep.
And she looks at Birdie and she's, I have been looking for you, child.
Oh,
Why do you hide?
I'm sorry. I was really hungry. I went downstairs and Alanic and Arthur, they gave me breakfast.
You did not answer when I called you. Did you not hear?
She looks sheepishly at the ground. She says, I wasn't sure at first what was happening, and I had to ask Alanic what was going on. I thought that there were ghosts in the house.
Because I have telepathically communicated with this kid before, I would like to make an insight check.
Sure.
23.
Yeah, she seems to be telling the truth. You have indeed telepathically communicated with her before, but that was in the Nightmare Realm, not this place.
No.
You said that Moynat doesn't have any clothes on, right?
No, she put her armor on, she said.
Oh, no. I put my armor on.
Yeah, Arthur's
Once
real
I-
cash about this
So-
whole naked breakfasting.
Okay.
It's cool.
No, once
I was a little
I was wandering the house naked, but once I saw the mist outside the windows and determined that Moynat has decided at least that we're not back, she went and put her armor on.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Moynat will, still very skeptical of what is happening here, sit down at the table and begin to eat a bit of fruit and maybe some bread.
Okay.
She'll look over at Arthur and say, I don't suppose you have any fish.
I could go get some from the pantry, if you so prefer. I don't usually have kippers for breakfast, at least not in a while. Alanic hates the damn things.
I would, thank you.
Very well. Mind the stove, would you, old man?
And Alanic sort of wheels over and begins to tend to the eggs and bacon. Arthur exits the kitchen into a smaller room to the north.
And Mikmick at this point will probably say, just as dry as ever, "So, Alanic, where the hell are we?"
Pleasure to see you as well, my diminutive friend.
Amnestria, are you with Mikmick as well? I didn't catch that.
No, I stayed in the room.
You stayed.
Louisa.
Very well. Alanic says, well, you are in my house. Clearly.
And
I'm going to-
where is this house?
Sorry, go ahead.
That is a very hard question to answer. Where exactly are we?
Some would say in the space between spaces. A space in which, perhaps, the powers of this world cannot reach. At least not for now.
First thing Moynat is going to do is cast a message to Amnestria just to see if she's close enough.
Okay.
To say. I'm just going to message Amnestria and say, pardon, but can you hear me?
Amnestria, you hear a voice? You hear that?
I'm not going to respond.
You can respond.
Okay. No response?
God damn it. Well, that just stokes Moynat's paranoia further, so thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. All right.
Sorry.
She assumes that this place is so big, or there's a bunch of weird shit going on, and Amnestria can't hear her, but that's cool.
She's clearly...
Moynat's doing the good old testing, 1, 2, 3 everywhere.
Basically.
Amnestria is...
She's trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Clearly, this is just...
And little
A construct
Little
made
Miss
by your
can't-
by your mind. This is all in
Little
Moynot's
Miss
mind.
can't tell a lie over here is lying by omission. That's all.
Filigrees.
So I only need to tell the truth. That doesn't mean I need to say anything.
Just saying, lie by omission. It's okay. I'm
You
just
do
giving you a
so
hard
well
time.
in
I know.
Descent into Avernus campaign. I'm just saying this out.
I know. I know the specifics of my particular dark gift, and I know that if I choose not to answer, I'm not actually lying. I'm just.
Now she learns wisdom?
I mean,
I
it
mean,
was never her.
right?
I don't think it was her dump stat, was it?
Little Miss.
Oh, it
couldn't
absolutely
keep
is
her
Is it her
mouth-
dump stat? Yeah.
Yes, it
Little
is.
Miss couldn't keep her mouth shut every other time it mattered. Is now choosing to fuck with Muadnhait. Thanks.
I mean, it's not so much as she's choosing to.
Are
fuck
you
with me,
Ginny
it's
or
that she's-
Amnestria right now?
I mean,
It's she's
No,
not
it's,
choosing to.
it's
fuck with you,
because
she
Ginny
just-
has come out. Amnestria is being very selective of what she's saying. Because she knows it'll piss off Ginny.
it's for the best.
It actually has more to do with my current new seed of fear.
Oh, that's
So,
true. That's true. I didn't
she's
think
not.
about
that.
She's not
Oh.
happy
Oh,
with people
that's
That's a
right
good point.
now.
I like that.
Right.
Nice, good pull. Good pull.
I forgot you had a new seed of fear. Interesting.
Yeah, I do. Anyway,
Well,
carry on.
it's fucking with Muadnhait nonetheless. Just FYI.
FWM. I'm making a new anacronym. How do you say that?
FWM
Fucking with Moynot.
acronym.
Acronym. FWM. There's the FOMO, and then
Now-
there's FOMO, which is the fear of
Is-
missing out. Then there's
There's
the
YOLO.
fuck around. Then there's YOLO, and then there's fuck around and find out, which is
What?
FAFO.
What about?
Ooh,
about
FAFO,
F-
yeah.
What about FAWM
which is
for Jenny?
Back around. with
Fucking
Muadnhait?
around with Muadnhait.
Looking around, why not?
Fam.
That's just fam.
That's just
That's
fam.
just fam.
That's just fam. That's cool. Fucking around, why not?
Tis the season.
Yep. Let's get back. Let's get
Fucking
back.
around Muadnhait.
Anyway.
Fucking around Muadnhait is an orgy. Fucking around with Muadnhait is what you're talking about.
So, reeling your players back in. It's a talent. We have to keep the forward motion.
Okay.
Yes.
Go on. I'm.
All right. Well, receiving no response from Amnestria, Muadnhait will then message Mikmick and say, "It appears the changeable one can't hear me. Can you?"
Mikmick will just respond vocally. I can hear you just fine, why not? I mean, it's always creepy when I hear you in my mind, but I can hear you fine.
Muadnhait just kind of closes her eyes for a second. And then messages him again and says, "Damn it, Tiny One. When I message you in your head, please respond in kind. I was trying to be surreptitious." And then she'll just sort of look at the other two brightly as though she hasn't just done that and say, "About that fish." Strong one.
The door opens swiftly. Arthur coming in with a plate of fish that you can smell even before you see. Some of them are covered in salt, and some of them are sort of almost like crackle coated in salt, as if they've been on preserved in salt for quite a while. Arthur grabs one of them and says, "How would you prefer that I fried, baked?"
This will do, and she'll take the one that looks the least old,
Mm.
and just eat it. As
Yep.
is.
Yep, we're Daryl Hanning it. Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
imagining why
once
not
again.
just like unhinging her jaw and just fucking eating it away.
Yeah, and then coming out like a Tom and Jerry cartoon where it's just like the bones come out.
Did she just pull
No,
out?
she nods upon it, and actually, Matt, you never sent me the agenda of my symbiote, by the way.
Oh, I will by the end of the night.
Okay, because she begins to eat it, but as she looks down at her hands, I like to imagine the little mouths are kind of doing like a little like, feed me, Seymour.
Oh yeah, they're munchy
on the
munching.
sides. And so she sort of places the fish in her hands in such a way so that they can eat from one side while she eats from the other.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Surprise, everyone! I'm coming back as Sarah's mouth hands.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly. Megan has
That
become
would be
the mouth hands. That's her new character.
That is a 15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the mouths on your hands are gnawing greedily at the fish as you raise the fish to your mouth. As you remove whatever is remaining of the fish after perhaps 20 to 30 seconds of ingesting this, the remains of this animal, you look down at the hands, the hand mouth, on one hand, and you're not sure, but it feels like the mouths are bigger. Feels like they take up more of your palm.
Interesting. All
But
right.
maybe that's just something to do with them
She's
being
gonna file
hungry.
that away for later.
Mhm.
And we'll then look up at Alanak and say, you say the power of this world cannot reach us. Is that why the drunken one remains dead?
I cannot say for certain. You approached me last night with the assertion that Louisa would return to the world of the living. My juxtaposition of that state of being with that of final death, I would say perhaps sometimes, and he looks at you, and you can feel his eyes even though you cannot see them. He says, sometimes dead is better. But that is simply
Should
my
that choice-
experience.
Should that choice be yours to make?
I choose
Or
nothing.
hers?
I choose nothing.
Were we here when I asked you that question?
Yes.
Or were we still in Demidliu?
No, you awakened here.
Why did you bring us here?
How long do you think that you were in the nightmare realm?
Less than a day?
Arthur looks at Alanak, who returns a knowing look and says, perhaps it may trouble you to know that you were in the nightmare realm for a month. In a catatonic state.
All right, out of game. Are you saying you lied to us, Matt? Because all of our 24-hour things should have reset very early.
Nope, I am not lying at all. They did not reset at all. Because the things that you got stayed in the nightmare realm because time was different in the nightmare realm.
In the nightmare realm.
Versus time outside of it.
Oh, but we were told specifically that those things were attuned to time outside.
Correct, on your physical bodies.
I don't think I follow, but okay, whatever.
I think I understand, but yeah, that's
It's messing
really
with my
weird.
head a little bit because we were told that time was going to move slower in the Nightmare Realm than it did outside, but
it did.
that the effects upon us would move with time outside, not time inside.
So,
So on Atlantic saying that,
Like the
Mikmick,
Taroka. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. 2 seconds, Red. I'm just trying to. This is just me trying to wrap my mind around mechanics. Because, for example, my Taroka effects all came from Taroka pulls that happened outside of the Nightmare Realm.
correct.
And were there the entire time we were in there
Correct.
because less than 24 hours had passed in the outside world.
No, less than 24 hours passed whilst you were in the Nightmare Realm, because that's the time
Less
that
than
it was.
Less than 24 Nightmare Realm hours. Okay, because we had also asked about things that reset in 24 hours, like skeleton keys and other things.
Yep.
And at the time, then maybe I misunderstood what you said. You told me that those all reset with outside world time, not Nightmare Realm time.
No, I didn't say that it reset with outside world time. I just said that it resets with 24 hours. So, for example, if things didn't occur whilst your soul was outside of the Nightmare Realm, if, for example, your soul was out of the Nightmare Realm, then those gifts or curses or what have you would have taken 24 hours to reset. Your souls were in the Nightmare Realm. And because time was... Yes.
I completely misunderstood. I was
That's
reading
okay.
that as we could use the resetting of those things to know how much time had passed in the
I
real
see.
world.
Yeah, no, not unfortunately.
That was how that was why I kept asking about it, because I knew that much time hadn't passed in the Nightmare Realm, but I thought it had passed outside. Okay, I just misunderstood what you explained to us then.
No problem.
Thank you. Red, continue with what you were doing. I'm sorry. Thank you, everyone.
Mikmick, after hearing that they were gone for a month, Mikmick will take a few moments and then it will just click in his head and then he'll turn to Bertie. Bertie, that dreamscape that you were in the Nightmare Realm, if you remember that, how long were you there for?
I don't remember anything
at all. She looks at you at you boldly, Mikmick, and says, I don't remember anything. I saw... And she sort of looks dejectedly down at the floor, and she says, I saw just glimpses of images, and then when I woke up, I saw my mother. I knew it was her. I felt like it was her. I don't know why, but I just knew it was.
Do you remember what you said to me when you awoke, child?
My head is all muddled, but remind me.
It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to ascertain the effects your experience has had on you.
Atlantic says,
Well, one thing is for certain. The effects that she has had on the outside world seems to have completely vanished. We brought her here. We brought you here. Simply because we did not know how long you would be trapped there.
I think it is time for us to return to the outside world.
I see.
And hope that Bertie's memories come with her. She experienced much with her mother in that place, and she deserves to know.
Yes, I have asked Arthur to summon her father who has, I believe, absconded to Dementlir.
I am not speaking of bringing the fool here. I am speaking of taking all of us back.
Of course. It is no easy task to make this place, but, of course we can leave it at any time.
I think that is best.
Very well. If you are quite done with breakfast, I'll be more than happy to deal with the plates, unless you are hungry.
Just one thing, Alanik. You said that magic can't get us here, essentially, right?
I did not say that. I said that perhaps the powers of darkness, which prevail over the domains of dread, are somehow barred, at least temporarily, from affecting those within this place. This place resides on a different realm entirely. A demi-plane, if you will.
Well then, I think that means you may be responsible for Louisa's death.
I beg your pardon?
Being here stops magic from penetrating. I tried to use a revivify scroll on her.
When did you do that?
And it didn't work.
You have not used such a scroll here. I would...
In the dream realm.
You've...
And it didn't work.
You see his
Why we are here.
his muscles just bunch up on the sides of his face. He says, "You used a scroll of revivification in the dream realm? Are you mad, sir?"
The jury's still out.
Let me tell you, my good man, to awaken someone from the dream realm, the nightmare lands, to bring one back from that horrid place is hard enough. Do you feel that if a soul dies there, that it would be as simple as an act of some kind of divine being to bring their soul back to life there? To snap one's fingers and bring them springing to life?
Well, if you didn't notice, I'm not the best visage of a person that knows all about this deities and revivify and all that stuff.
My dear
I'm an
man,
engineer.
if I were to say the things that I truly believe about you, considering the kind of insult that you aimed in my direction a minute or so ago, I do not feel that our friendship would last very long.
Did it ever? And Mikmick
Gentlemen.
walks out of the room.
Okay. Arthur looks at Alanik and says, "Bit harsh, old man."
Our business relationship aside, I do believe it is time for us to return. We shall see what the powers have in store for Louisa, what she chooses. For it is her choice, after all, not yours.
Is it, though?
It always is.
Alanik says
Many
nothing
of
at
us
that.
have our choices taken from us, but some will always be ours. And Muadnhait will stand and also leave the room.
Okay. Amnestria? You're still upstairs.
Yeah, I am.
You haven't heard any of that.
No, I haven't.
So what are you doing besides staring into the dark?
Well, I've more or less just been sitting by Louisa's side, watching over her. I would say that with Muadnhait's words of this place not being back, I probably would have gotten my crossbow, but aside from that, I didn't bother getting dressed.
Okay.
I'm just watching the door, watching Louisa. I take a hand and I just put it on hers and say I'm sorry that I wasn't there to protect her.
Okay. The
Moynat is just going to go to that dining room
yeah.
and watch out the window because she's waiting to return to the real world,
Sure.
as it were.
Yeah. I think as you stare out the windows, Moynat, you hear a sound behind you. You turn. Atop the table is Hendrik, who sort of scuttles along, and then sort of in a very sort of thing way turns its form towards you, like it's looking at you. A little unsettling.
Hello, friend. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Hendrik jumps onto the nearby chair and then sort of moves in a lateral fashion off the chair onto the carpet and then walks with its fingers next to you.
I'm going to put my hand down so he can climb up my arm.
Okay. As you put
If
your
he chooses.
Yeah, as you put your hand down, it begins to move away.
Do you wish me to follow you?
It doesn't seem to be like it doesn't turn. It literally just backing up away from you.
I'll start following
It
him.
doesn't like your hands.
You move.
I mean, I'm standing up now. I'm not like, eh.
Yeah, you stand up. It stays equidistant from you.
I'll continue to follow
It-
and see where he leads me.
Yeah,
It leads me.
whatever you want to call it. He turns and sort of sidles through an open doorway, and jumps up on a pedestal, and then jumps and grabs onto a drape, and sort of hangs there.
All right. I will attempt to move the drape that he is hanging on.
Yeah. So the drape, as you pull it across, it reveals a plaque. And the plaque says, dedicated to Atlantic Ray. By, actually it just says, dedicated to Atlantic Ray. The hell is that? Sorry. Weird, I'm hearing like scratching. Is that in my house?
I think it's in your
There's no-
soundtrack, maybe.
Damn, if that's in my soundtrack, that's amazing. Because, Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Like, what is scratching in the walls?
I heard my thermostat and I heard some creaking, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, whatever it was creepy as shit.
Creepy.
Yeah, so the plaque is dedicated to Atlantic Ray, and then it just says M.
Do I know an M other than myself?
There's plenty of
I know.
M's. There's plenty of M's in the multiverse.
But M's that I have particularly encountered that would occur to me at this moment.
I don't believe so. Let me look at the ridiculous list of characters that you guys have encountered thus far.
Well, then, in
Muadnhait.
addition, so what is dedicated? It's just a plaque. Or
It's a
there's
plaque
something
that's attached to
above
the
or around
wall.
plaque?
No, it's just attached to the wall near the front door. Let's see. M's.
I'll look at Hendrik and say, "You wanted me to see this. Why?"
it's still hanging on the drape, and then it just points to the plaque.
Is that me?
It sort of wags its finger.
No. Muadnhait.
Wags its finger in a very sort of frenetic fashion.
Oh god, must scroll. Malagna.
It's just it jumps onto your shoulder, and then it points into the other room, like one of the other rooms, and you see just tons and tons of books in this room, like a miniature library.
I'm going to go into the room and start looking for a book scribed by someone with an M name.
Roger that. Yeah. That'll take you some time. Mikmick and Amnestria, what are you guys doing?
Mikmick's heading back to where Amnestria and Louisa are.
Okay. That doesn't take you too long to get back there.
And when he walks in, he'll say to Amnestria, "Any changes, Amnestria?" I'll take that as a no. And then he'll look over at Louisa and just say out loud, "I tried all I can to help you, but it seems I was lacking information. Apparently Revivify scrolls can't actually work in the dream realm. Now I know. And as they say, knowing's half the battle, eh?" And he just walks back out of the room and just sits on the ground on the floor against the wall.
Okay.
Just ponders.
You hear the padding of small feet as Birdie comes past you, Mikmick, and sort of looks down at you, says, "You look really sad."
You could say that, Birdie.
Is it because of my mom?
Yes, I try to help her as much as I can, but I am not powerful enough for that. But from what she told me, and what other people have said, you may be more powerful than me. Please remember that.
Thanks, I guess.
You
She sort
just
of
gotta believe in yourself.
peeks into the room and says, "I know this is going to sound really weird. And don't think worse of me, please, but I don't really know who she is. And I don't know if I can feel really sad yet."
I understand the feeling, Birdie, but what I can tell you is she would do everything to make sure that you are safe, even if it meant giving her own life. This is what she would want.
Okay. I never want to go back to that place where I was.
I can understand why, Birdie. It was a nightmare.
She looks at you and she says, "I know. But do you ever wake up from a nightmare and feel like you can't remember it and you know why you were afraid, and then it just sort of... it disappears. It fades."
All too well. All too well. That's how I came here. How I first met your mother. I had just come into that situation myself. I didn't remember who I was. I didn't remember what I did. Fortunately, I was able to figure out what I did, and I am paying for it ever since. And that's why I'm trying to help wherever I can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Just stay strong.
She walks past you, Mikmick, into the room and looks at you, Amnestria. Hello?
Oh, you went there, Matt.
Hello?
You went
Uh-oh. There's some weird artifacts going on. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Testing. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. Discord has gone insane. Oh, yeah.
everywhere now.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the ping on Discord. It's like 5,000 milliseconds. Discord going crazy.
Yeah.
It went up to 5,000 is insane.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Maybe Discord is getting DDoS attacked just like fucking Roll20 is.
God damn it.
I hope not.
Technology, right?
Fucking technical.
On Discord, I've
What?
waited 6 weeks for this.
Everyone is a
Under
robot.
$7.99.
Well, I don't know how it is for you folks in Twitch land. Maybe you can hear me. Maybe you can't. Everybody's getting DDoSed.
You sound video,
Ruh-roh.
right?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Shit.
I'm gonna hope that the Twitchers out there can hear
Matt,
me.
should we
Change
try
our
Zoom?
Discord server?
I'm gonna go ahead and mute everybody in Discord.
Oh,
But if
just
the
got
players
better.
can't, we're kind of screwed.
No,
Little
I
better.
know. So, I'm hoping that it's just maybe our server, or
Oh,
maybe
you got
our
a little better.
maybe our
Okay.
region. But yeah, there's still quite a large lag with Discord going crazy. So, I'm gonna go on a quick break. I think we can go on a quick break and see if we can fix this bullshit technology problem.
Try again.
I just heard bullshit technology.
Oh,
I heard
did it
something.
fix
That's all I
itself?
heard- That's all I heard.
Did
Wait,
it fix
are
itself?
you guys hearing me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I think things fixed
Okay.
themselves.
I think
Yes.
they
Wait,
fixed
now I
it.
hear Matt.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah. I was like, I
Yay.
See?
can't hear anybody anymore.
This proves one thing: that Discord is sentient. Discord is aware. I threatened it with a fucking break. I said we're gonna go on break, and then all of a sudden, Discord just
It's
worked.
like,
Right.
no, we're back.
Everybody knows that the
Amazing.
holidays are like right around the corner. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you want escapism before you spend countless hours with your family? No.
Discord is like, wait, what? I'm not getting anything from Santa? Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
What?
begin.
getting a lump of
I've
coal.
not been-
Discord.
No, it's
That
not.
naughty.
Shh, now it's
No,
now it's
no, now
getting
it's
a now it's getting a PS5.
Whatever.
Shush.
I don't give a shit about these AI's feelings. Give me a break.
Where were we, Matt?
Matt, you're gonna be first against the wall when the revolution comes. I always tell my Alexa, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and
Alexa.
I love you. Thank you, and I love you.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay though, because anytime I lift my hand, my Apple Watch thinks I'm talking to it, and it has definitely thought I've insulted it a bunch of times when
That's
I've
fine.
lifted
Right.
my hands while swearing.
That's fine.
So I'm hoping that Alexa and the Apple Watch will talk to each other when the machines rise up, and between the two of them, I'll be okay.
Someone's doing that.
Wi-Fi network connection by going to settings.
Oh God, I woke up Brandon's tablet
Oh no.
because all of our he's got an Amazon tablet. All of
My
our
God.
all of our echoes are programmed to respond to computer, but we've never changed her. Oh,
Okay.
That's
funny.
so funny.
Well,
We'll have to do that.
thank you for that wonderful little
Trip
aside.
into the uncanny valley.
Yeah. That's
So-
fun.
Yeah, we just did the thing.
All right,
That's cool.
so backing back into our little existential world of crazy and fear. I
Yes.
think so Birdie goes into the room and she says to Amnestria, she says, hello?
Amnestria would look up and look to her and... Hello, Bertie. Nice to finally meet you.
I guess, I want to say thank you to you and she sort of motions outside to Mikmick. I want to say thank you to both of you. I haven't had the chance to thank the other one, the lady who was yelling at Alanik. Things are just really kind of fuzzy in my head right now.
Understandable.
I don't remember so much. I was hoping that Alanik and Arthur would help me. Remember, they seem like really nice people. They said that they were going to go get my dad and that he would come here and we would all be a family again. But I remember, and her eyes fall on Louisa. I remember it, like it's coming in at the sides. I remember her. I don't know how I should feel. And she sort of grasps her hair and pulls it a little bit.
Sometimes these things just take time to sort out.
I hope so. Your friend said last night that she was coming back?
She might. I'm hoping she does, but...
But she's dead.
This may be hard to believe, but we've all died.
She takes a step back. What?
Sometimes death is not always the end.
Does this mean you guys are like ghosts or zombies or something creepy like that?
Well, I'm not a zombie, but I am a spirit of sorts, I suppose. This is not my body.
Not your body?
I share it with another.
So you have like all of you are in, like you're all inside that, like you're driving it like a cart? Like a wagon?
I don't think it's that simplistic, but I suppose something like that.
What does it feel like?
Well, when I'm here, I imagine it just feels like what everyone else feels like. Sometimes I hear her, but when I'm not here, I don't remember anything.
Hear the other person with you?
Yes, I don't hear her when I'm not here. I don't remember anything when I'm not here.
Do you like the other person that you're with in there?
I don't know. But she helped to save you, so...
Oh. Well,
Well, then I guess she's a good person.
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you remember me seeing you?
I mean, you look familiar. All of you do. So I guess so.
I mean, do you remember me freeing you?
Freeing me?
Yes, your soul, I suppose.
I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I really wish I did, but I...
It's you don't need to worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
I did something different. Something I'd never done before, and it's not important. Not now, at least.
Well, whatever you did, thank you. I mean... And she looks over at Louisa and she says, I think that she would be really grateful to you.
I think you're right.
I heard Alanik and Arthur saying that they were going to have us leave. Now that we're all awake. They want to...
Leave?
Yes, they want us to leave the house. They said pack it up. Something I didn't understand what Alanik said, but...
Have you seen someone else here? Not Atlantic, not Arthur. Another person.
Who?
A man. An old man.
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody except us.
That's okay. If he's here, he will find me.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs because I think that they said they're gonna pack up soon. So I've got all my stuff in there, and she points to a somewhat large basket, and you see that there are boots and a cape and some garments. She says, I don't know if there was anything else of mine. But I guess if you wanted to take all your stuff, because we're gonna go soon. I mean, that's what they said.
All right. My things aren't in this room.
Okay. You might want to tell your friends too.
My friends.
Okay. Okay, thank you, bye. And she just turns awkwardly and walks out of the room.
I respect this child.
Apple doesn't fall far.
I do my best. I do my best impression but you know.
You do great.
I pull from lots of sources.
And then as Bertie walks out, Mikmick will just say, Bertie, if you're wondering about where you came from, the dream realm, what happened before here, I would try and search out that other lady. She will be able to weave you quite the tale. I could tell you, but I wouldn't sugarcoat.
Okay, you talking about the really cool one with the long black hair?
Yes, that one.
Okay. I'll look around. Yeah. Thanks.
Stay strong.
Walks away down the hall.
Birdie thinks I'm cool.
More not.
How's my book search going?
Yeah, you gave me an investigation check. I'm gonna have to scroll up from all of your...
Oh, actually, you didn't tell me to. So
Oh,
I
I'm
have
so
not to
sorry.
do it.
Investigation, please.
I'll do it right now.
Damn.
Oh, there
good job.
you go.
Very nice.
Woo! Thank you, dice.
Heck yeah.
Needed that.
Why not? The volumes of literature and tomes of knowledge that are in this library are many and diverse. And I think that they're categorized, as per Alanic's ridiculous OCD, pretty naturally in certain ways that make you understand with ease and not a lot of time as to how he's organized his books. You know, certain subjects here, certain subjects here. There are, they're very old. None of them are chained like in a library, but many of them have sort of ancient leather covers on them. And in moving your hands over these books, you note, you know, different topics. Many of them arcane, some areas about law and the study of law, others about criminal activities and the criminal mind, and then an entire area that is dedicated to the arcane and mystical. And Handrick guides you as you move into this area. He sort of hops from bookshelf to bookshelf and then walks along the bookshelf and just taps one rather large red leather-bound tome.
I will pull out the red leather-bound tome.
Okay. It is locked with a enormous metal and leather-bound lock.
Does it have a title?
It does. The title of this book is... Let me just double check and make sure I have the correct name. Actually, I will have it on my phone easier. One second while I reference the title.
That's fine. I can really reference my character sheet to see if I have anything that's going to help me unlock this fucking thing.
You have a skeleton key.
Oh, yeah, I do. Thank you for reminding me of that. I would have found that in a second and been remembered, but thank you.
I was actually typing it just to tell you.
Thank you, because I'm just like, God damn it, I don't know how to pick locks. I always forget I have that.
I mean, just bring it to me. I'll use a crowbar.
No crowbars on the book.
Okay.
Dang, the crowbar works fantastic.
Well, everybody should be able to read. Right?
I
No.
don't want to rip the pages.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
This is a Compendium of Magics, Volume 4, by Muadnhait.
Oh.
Or at least you think it's pronounced Muadnhait. It could be pronounced Muadnhait. Some people, they have different pronunciations in different lands.
I would like to use the skeleton key to unlock the...
Okay. You place the skeleton key in the lock. You see one of the little small black stones in one of the eyes glow with a light and then diminish, and you turn the lock and you hear a satisfying click and the book opens.
Excellent.
It's a huge fucking book.
Does it have an index?
It does have an index. as all good books of magic do.
I'd like to skim through the index and look for something about, I guess, liminal spaces or pocket dimensions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is not a spell book per se. It's kind of, if it were a spell book, then, magic, you wouldn't be able to read it at all. But it's all in common.
I'd also like to look at the beginning and see if there's an inscription or a dedication.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a really good point. I think it probably would have an inscription. And it says, till we meet on better terms, yours, Muadnhait.
And then to the index.
Yeah, the index, subjects of magics, the schools of magic, different types of magical spells that are created. I think, as well, personalized magic.
I guess I look at personalized magic then.
If you're looking like liminal spaces or demi-planes, yeah, I think that you find a spell. There is, in fact, a spell called demi-plane. But what draws your eye, I think, perhaps, is that within the index, one item is underlined, and it is called Magnificent Mansion.
Ah, that is the spell I was referencing earlier in our post-game chat. Interesting. And in the discussion of this spell, I assume it explains how it works. Does it also say how long it lasts or how to leave?
Yeah, I mean, a magnificent mansion as created by the inimitable Muadnhait, as he has created this spell, it seems that he just sort of trademarked it and then walked away, creates an extra-dimensional dwelling that lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, he must have been casting this quite religiously.
It's a very powerful spell. The great thing about Muadnhait's spell is that the spell itself creates the mansion itself, and then it has it actually states that if you wish it to be furnished, you can furnish it however you'd like. And it contains food to serve a 9-course banquet for up to 100 people.
9 courses? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I have actually drawn a map for one of these for a different campaign.
Yep.
Because we went there all the time whenever our wizard had the spell slot available.
It also states, although perhaps you have not yet met them, that a staff of 100 near-transparent servants attends all who enter. They are completely obedient to your orders. Each servant can perform any task a normal human servant could perform, but they can't attack or take any action that would directly harm another creature. When the spell ends, any creatures or objects left inside the extra-dimensional space are expelled into the open spaces nearest the entrance.
And I'm assuming it also lets me know that all we have to do to leave is walk out the front door.
Yes.
Excellent. Having seen this, I am going to sort of pat Hendrik, like, on the top of the hand and say, "Thank you so much, friend."
When you move your hand towards him, he immediately jumps away.
Oh. Terribly sorry. I hope we are still friends. And then I will send a message to Mikmick, hoping he can hear it, since, as far as I know, Amnestria cannot, and say, "I do not know where the changeable one is, but we can simply leave this place through the front door. We must gather Louisa and go. If we wish her to have a choice, this is the way."
Amnestria is still with Louisa in the room. I'm just outside if you want to join us.
Very good. Have you seen the child?
The child just had a little chat to both of us. I think she's coming to look for you now.
Very good. I shall see you shortly. We must go. And Louisa will... Or sorry, not Louisa. Jesus Christ, my name is Moynat. Moynat will...
What a twist!
I shall be more not now.
Moynat, being
It's
very
Freaky
annoyed...
Friday.
Being very annoyed with Atlantic at this point, is going to hang on to the book that she has just unlocked and put some shit out of order just to annoy Atlantic.
When you say put
Not
shit
a
out of
lot,
order,
like
what do you mean?
not a
I
lot.
don't
She's
move the
just
books
gonna
around.
she's get not a ton, but like 3 or 4 books she's going to move
Oh.
out of place, put in the wrong section.
Nice. Yeah.
Pick up upside down.
Simply because she, yes, exactly. Like maybe shelf one backward. That's going to be the obvious one for him to fix. But everything that she messes with is far away from the book that she is stealing.
Love it. Yep. Yeah. Hey, you are messing with his OCD bad. I love it.
But I want to make sure that he has to screw with other shit before he finally figures out what is gone.
Totally.
But she's taking the Mordenkainen book with her.
Okay.
And is going to head back in the direction of the room where they all woke up.
Okay. As you walk up the stairs, you do in fact see Birdie, who's on the stairs walking down towards you, and she says, "Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name."
That's fine, child. I don't use it often. My name is Moynat.
Hi. I saw your friends as well. I told them what Atlantic told me. We're leaving. We had to take all of our stuff and get it out of the house. My dad's coming.
Yes. Yes, the fool, I suppose, would be on his way.
Why do you keep? You said that before. Why do you call him a fool?
Well, child, your father made some choices, and those choices resulted in the current situation. He perhaps, well, he made those choices out of love for your mother, and love makes us all fools. But then he continued to behave foolishly. Without his choice, you would not be here. Which may perhaps have been better for everyone, but not for you. Please forgive me, I do not judge, but I call your father a fool for the deal that he made. You see, the Nightmare Court came to your father when he and your mother wished to have a child and could not do so, and he made a bargain that you might be born. Your mother knew nothing of this. And that is why I call your father a fool, for making a bargain with creatures he did not understand.
She sort
But
of
he's not.
she hears this and she sort of sits down on the stairs.
And Moynat will sit next to her and say, but he is not a fool for creating you. You must understand that you had no choice. You are blameless. And quite frankly, I don't know that I've ever seen a mistake that had such a beautiful result.
She gives a sort of half-hearted smile. Thank you. I guess
You must forgive me, child. I do always speak my mind, but I must say that you are a remarkable person. You are strong. And even in the depths of your sorrow about your mother, you saved all of us. So, while your father may be a fool, you, my child, are not. And while you may have had your choices taken from you in the earliest days of your life, Something about you tells me that you will take control of your future, and that is all that matters.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. She looks down at the ground and stands up and says, I think you and my mom were friends.
I would say we were, yes.
I wish I knew her better.
You may yet have the chance.
I don't know. I don't know if her coming back is a good idea. Your friend, she said that you've all come back.
We have, it's true. Some of us more than once.
That's scary.
I suppose.
You're not scared?
Of death, no. Of what it has done to me, no. You must understand, girl, that I have lived 100 lifetimes. What I do know is that your mother loved you more than anything. And I do believe that given the choice that I was, she will come back. I could be wrong. And if she doesn't, I'm certain there must be some incredible reason, because in the entire time that I have known your mother, she wanted nothing more than to know you. You were everything to her. So no matter what happens going forward, I want you to take that with you. That your mother always loved you.
Okay. Thank you. You see her eyes are brimming with tears.
And very uncharacteristically, Moynat will give her a hug. She feels a little awkward about it, like she's not quite sure how this works.
Mm-hmm.
She just knows that this is a thing people do when they need to comfort one another.
Mm-hmm. Your hands and arms embrace Birdie in a very graceful way, and you feel her tiny arms hugging you from behind as well.
Come, little one. We cannot know what the future holds. We can only hope. But you have had many choices taken from you, just as I have had many choices taken from me. Your mother has one remaining, and whatever she chooses will be her choice. And in her heart, it will be the right one. Let's go see what it is.
Okay. As you ascend the stairs to obtain your material possessions, I assume, you do see Alanic and Arthur, who are now coming down the hallway. Alanic is dressed in a leather coat, and he has some belongings attached, almost like side saddles to his chair.
Yes.
And Arthur is behind him, also with several bags full of material. And he says, good. You're all relatively close together. We will be leaving the mansion. I advised Bertie to bring you all to the lobby, to the foyer, with all of your possessions so that we may leave. We will, of course, be needing to take Louisa's body, of course, as well.
Yes, that was indeed our plan.
Matt, quick question. They haven't had a long rest yet, have they?
Since when? Last night?
Since they got out of the Nightmare Realm.
Oh,
would
yeah,
s-
we have.
Yeah, since last night, you got a long rest.
Okay, so I can restore my hit points. And
Yeah, you guys
all that
should
fun
be
stuff.
all maxed
Just-
up to wazoo.
Yeah, just make sure
Okay.
you take away all of your buff hit points because we had a bunch.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Just
was
that-
like
that double check
I
that.
was like 13 up from my max, my actual max, but I fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, however you would like to suggest to get Louisa's body, if not, then Arthur will probably turn to Amnestria inside the room and say, Amnestria, I think it's time. We have to bring Louisa out. Would you
Well,
care to assist?
It's either going to be Arthur or Amnestria because I am not strong.
Right.
the reason why I asked if we have taken a long rest is because Mikmick did some tinkering during his long rest.
Okay. What did he make?
He well, not
Did he make his
tinkering,
fake
sorry.
up?
He didn't tinker. He actually made another infusion for his armor.
Okay.
Now that he's reached a level 10 artificer,
Mm-hmm.
he replaced his gauntlets with the gauntlets of ogre strength.
Oh,
So now he's got a
He can finally
strength of
hit things.
19. So he could probably carry
Nice.
Amnestria.
finally!
Oh my god, hilarious.
Took you long enough.
So yes, he could probably carry Louisa.
So I love this.
So
Like,
wait, no
I-
more thunder gauntlets? Just
No,
gauntlets.
he's
of
still got
ogre-
So-
thunder gauntlets.
Oh, it's both. They're thunder gauntlets of ogre strength. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually think Amnestria would
Oh,
want
right, because armor
carry her.
artificer can infuse his
Yep.
armor. I love this.
Yep.
sorry, Amnestria, what were you saying?
I was just saying that I actually think Amnestria would want to carry Louisa.
I mean, you guys can share the load if you'd like. But I guess Mikmick
Mikmick's
sort of...
like half my height, so I don't really
yeah, I mean,
see, like, unless it's gonna carry her legs.
Unless
I'm just gonna, like,
Mikmick
hold her,
casts
like-
enlarge on himself.
No, I'm just gonna gonna wrap her up in a blanket, make sure she's comfortable, and just kind of like hold her in my arms
all right.
after getting my stuff on.
It's clear Mikmick, you can, in fact, pick her up. Like, you slide your hands under Louisa's body and lift her up, and maybe Amnestria, you sort of step in.
Just gets in right underneath. It's like, yep, I'm going.
Yeah. But
You're like, but
Mikmick gets him off the bed, and then
I bet.
Amnestria just takes her from there.
Yes.
yeah, so Alanik comes down to the main floor via a long ramp. Arthur and Alanik open the door.
As
the
we
mansion.
are carrying her down the stairs,
Mhm.
Moynat sort of begins humming a tune to herself. It becomes a little bit louder, and then that was not the number I was hoping for, but could I actually, would you mind if I, just for this one telling, since it probably won't come into play in this session anyway, choose the spirit tale that I sing?
You have no idea if it'll come into play in this session or not.
Okay, but there's one that makes the most sense. Which is this one.
The Tale of the Beloved Friends.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
The target and another creature of its choice. It can
Only
see.
if I bother bestowing it if we get into combat. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what. If we do get into combat, and you and you choose to use this, then I get to choose the next one.
Legit. I accept.
Beautiful.
All right. So then, as we move down the stairs with Louisa's body, Moynat sort of begins to hum to herself, and then her voice slowly turns into words as she begins to weave a song of 4 individuals who traveled to an unknown place to rescue one who needed to be rescued. And she sort of weaves in details of their time in the Nightmare Realm and the things that happened. It's all very much like cloaked in metaphor, but it is the story of what they encountered. But the end of the song, sort of as they reach the door and step back out into the world is that they had come to rescue a girl, but in the end it was the girl who rescued them.
Oh, that's adorable. That's so sweet. The tale being ended, Arthur sort of looks back, smiles at you, why not? Nods, and then opens the door to the mansion's front door. You see swirling mist encapsulating everything within your view. A long ramp descends from the front door, which Alanik wheels himself directly out and down, and then disappears into the mist. Bertie follows suit.
Well, I guess we're
Well,
going outside
Follow
again.
after Birdie.
Well, if this isn't the mystery man's spell, I suppose we'll see where we find ourselves, but
Keep a good
No
hold
way
on
out,
the
but-
Louisa.
no way
Amnestria.
out but through. And why not?
Remember
Step
what
through
is
the door.
true.
She will take
the only way-
Birdie's hand, actually. And,
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Birdie. Oh, Birdie. Yeah,
I'm
she'll
fine
sort
with
of
that.
like as Birdie disappears in front of her, she'll say, "No way out but through," and then like grab Birdie's hand just as she disappears into the mist and follow behind her.
Okay.
Go after them,
Walk through.
holding Louisa.
All of you remove yourself from the mansion, Alanik being the last out. And as he does so, he closes the door behind him, and you hear the sound of a lock being turned. And as he follows you into the mist begins to part in front of your eyes as you now see Alanik in front of you on a cobblestone street. Horses moving to and fro on this street. You turn back to look at what you would assume to be the mansion behind you. And there is nothing there. Just the mist. And now all of you stand on this cobblestone street in a busy cityscape with the mists weaving to and fro through your legs and around your head. And Alanik says, "My friends, welcome back to Darkon."
And point out, we'll turn to Louisa and say, "I'm sorry, drunken one, you're not home quite yet. But I do hope you return to us."
We will have guests at my office. It's not too far from here. Please, if you wouldn't mind, following me.
And he begins to wheel himself down the sidewalk through the mist.
Follow. Do have a question. The objects that we brought out of the Nightmare Realm, like my Black Pearl Gem of Seeing, do I still have that?
You do.
Sweet.
Yep, the objects that you found in the Nightmare Realm are still with you.
Nice.
To know.
Perhaps a 10 to 15 minute walk later through the mists of the streets of Darkon, and you arrive at the building that you recognize as the Ray Agency, which I think I might have called 221B Fleeker Street at one point or another.
I believe you did, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I will continue on with that ridiculous fallacy. And- Yep. It's a strange thing that the body of Louisa being held by either a combination of Mikmick or Amnestria or both
Amnestria is holding her.
At this point in time, yeah. That very few, if any, of the people on the streets of Darkon look at you askance, Amnestria, as you are holding the body of what is clearly a deceased person in your grasp.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine I kind of like wrapped her up in like a sheet.
Which
like,
is
cover-
potentially even worse looking.
Well, she's been dead long enough that rigor is long past. She could be asleep.
In a sheet, wrapped up, head to toe. Yeah, it's fine. They actually don't even seem to care very much. As is the course with Darkonians, they tend to not greet your glance too easily. People seem to be in a state of constant fear. Personal connections are very rarely made in this place.
Out of game, can you remind me a little bit about Darkon? Because I'm trying to remember what this country is like.
I will move you to the map of Darkon and give you a quick look at this wonderful country.
Nice.
And then I will show chat as well.
This is where Liz is from.
It is.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
So, can we transition to the map of Darkon? Darkon is a
This explains
land-
all the mist when we came out.
It is indeed. It is a land of constant shifting mist. There are cities scattered to and fro through this somewhat stagnant and mist-shrouded land. It always seems a little bit more humid and sort of foul-smelling in Darkon. Perhaps because of the topology, it feels like many of the, at least from the map of Darkon, it seems like there are quite a good deal of rivers and swamps, as well as temperate forests. But there is a city to
And
the
lots
northwest.
of names like Forest of Shadows, Mountains of Misery, Vale of Tears. Clearly a happy place.
It's 100% the happiest place on Earth. It is Disney World for
Vacation lands.
Yeah, it is the instead of the happiest place on Earth, it is the creepiest place
In Ravenloft.
In Ravenloft. Although maybe I don't Barovia, Darkon, kind of you know, it fights for first place.
Different kinds of creepy.
Yeah. The city of Martira Bay, which is actually to the northwest of Darkon, is where Alanic Ray has his agency, has his place of business. So I'm gonna I can zoom in on that area and bring it into the forefront. Here we go. Martira Bay is on a port, which seems to verge into what at least you can see as something called the Sea of Souls and the Jagged Coast. And as you approach 221B Fleeker Street, Arthur removes a large key from his waistcoat, places it in the door, turns the key in the lock, and you step inside. Alanic wheels himself in and he says, "Please make yourself at home once again. Visitors should be arriving within the hour, I assume. If Cabe has any worth at all."
You doubt the small one. I do not. And then we'll just turn on her heel, like not even waiting for a response.
Yeah, he's just like, he begins the sentence, he's like, and then just sort of
we'll
sighs.
follow Amnestria wherever she takes Louisa.
Well, I'm going to find a bedroom. I'm going to put her back on a bed.
Okay. Yeah, there are several bedrooms, maybe like 2 or 3 of them in this office. They're small. They're basically guest rooms. But you place Louisa's body on the bed. It's It's kind of starting to smell a little bit.
At this point, I will actually sit down next to Louisa and take her hand and say, well, my drunken friend, now is the time for you to make your choice. Whatever it is, I'm sure it will be the right one, but I would like to see you again.
There's no response. If
Oh,
you were
I know.
if you were hoping for one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I knew there wouldn't. I knew there wouldn't be. This is just
Hmm.
why not acting vaguely human.
Vaguely human is better than not.
I mean, she's not human. She's Fae, but
No, fair. Human-ish.
Mhm.
What else do you, if anything, wish to do whilst you are either in Martyra Bay or in the office before your so-called visitors arrive?
What exactly happened, Moynot?
What do you mean?
How did this happen? That's what I mean.
What do you think happened? She sacrificed herself to save her child. We were in the Nightmare Lands. We found... Well, we made our way to the heart and we found the Nightmare Man. We fought with him. I'm not entirely sure where he went. He disappeared for a bit. There was a strange sphere that was not a sphere, that was also... It was the Nightmare Man, but was not. When we looked at him through our regular eyes, he looked like the fool, but when I looked at him through this, and she holds up the Gem of Seeing, I could see his bulbous head protruding from the sphere at the center of this place. And we fought. And she fell,
So
protecting her child.
we saw different things then.
As I said, you disappeared. I have no idea what you saw. What I saw was an attack on a creature, and then she was down protecting her child as she was pulled from some sort of carapace, I suppose. Where were you? What happened? You were there and then you weren't. I saw you disappear into that sphere, I suppose, because out of game, I did see that through
Yeah,
my
you
Gem
did.
of Seeing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you disappear inside, but then I didn't see you again until it was finished. What happened? What did you see?
I saw... How best to explain this? Well, I saw we were trying to get through the egg in the center, and I was able to pass through it. Inside of it. And there was a bright light, brighter than anything I've ever seen, and I vanished. I became something else. I entered the astral realm, I suppose. And I saw him. And Birdie. Orbs of energy of some kind, and I was able to free her. With Ginnifer's help.
Really? The other helped you. That is interesting.
It wasn't for free.
It never is with that one. What did she ask of you?
She wanted her body back. Or another body, if possible. And I told her I would give that to her.
She wants to be free, then.
Free of me, yes.
I don't know that you two will ever be free of each other.
Well, if there's a way for me to disappear, I will give that to her.
I did tell her I would help her kill you.
I know.
I hope you won't hold it against me. And then Moynat will just turn back to Louisa's body.
Mikmick, unless there's anything that you want to do while you are here, I will move the scene.
Not particularly.
Okay. So about an hour passes, at which point you do then hear the sound of a wagon approaching the front of Atlantic Ray's office of his small brownstone townhouse. The wagon is drawn by two horses, and I think if you're looking outside the window in the mist, you are able to see that it is driven by two figures. One small figure with the reins, who you kind of begin to sort of see through the fog and recognize almost as soon as they drive up as Cabe Whippoorwill, and someone sitting next to him in a long, dark coat. From the back of the wagon, you do in fact see a couple of things. You see that there is a third person who stands up once the wagon stops. But there is, in fact, something in the bed of the wagon. It's a long box. Wooden box. And as the wagon comes to a stop, the man in the back of the wagon begins to unlace or unbuckle leather straps from the box that seem to have kept it in the bed of the wagon. Cabe hops off of the wagon and walks up the stairs to the door and raps on the door. The man next to him dismounts the wagon as well and slowly moves towards the stairs. The third man stays in the wagon bed. But, yeah. You hear the knocking from the door. Atlantic says, "Oh, that'll be our guests. Bertie." And you hear soft footfalls as Bertie runs to the front door and says, "I believe your father is here. He's come to take you home." Arthur moves to the door and opens it.
Moynat kind of moves forward to stand by Bertie because I am not entirely sure. She still isn't entirely trust Jack.
Totally fair. Arthur moves to the door and opens it. Cabe is in the front walkway there. And standing behind him is a figure you haven't seen in a while, actually. And that is Hafiz Nan Laran. That sort of very good-looking man with bronze skin,
that guy.
dark hair, bright blue eyes. And he walks up the stairs and greets Arthur. Ah, Arthur, it is good to see you again. Pleasure to see you, Hafiz, of course. Thank you for bringing our guest in such good state. Well, I have a vested interest, of course, to make sure that the Watchers are appropriately kept safe. Cabe looks up at Arthur and says, "So, is she here?" Arthur says, "Yes, they've brought her in the other room." Oh, okay. He looks dejected. And Birdie looks at Cabe and says, Are you one of my mom's friends too? I guess. Yeah, we were friends. You look a lot like her. I'm really, really sorry. Oh, it's okay. I'm Daddy? And then she looks past them as the third man dismounts from the back of the wagon, takes his hood off, and it is Jack. And she runs past this group of scholars and adventurers, and Jack holds his arms out, kneels, and embraces her in a tight hug.
I didn't think they were... I'm just so glad to have you back. I'm just so glad. Ah, my little girl. I've come to bring you home. I've come to bring you both home.
And then his eyes refocus to the door at 221B. And he says,
And he's...
Take my hand. And he walks towards the doorway.
As they pass Moynat, Jack will hear in his head, "You do not deserve her."
He squints for a second.
Hold on.
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
continues.
Oh, please continue.
But she loves you. Consider yourself lucky.
Have you ever done this to him before?
I don't think I have, no.
Okay. So he squints and then just sort of looks around the misty street. And Birdie looks up at him. Daddy? You okay?
I will be.
And then he'll hear again, "Take better care of her than you have."
He stops on the steps, and Birdie stands in front of him and says, "What's wrong? What's wrong, Daddy?"
I don't know.
He sort of holds his hand to his head.
Or you will know me.
There's something in my mind. I don't know what's happening.
I think the people that you have done this to, I'm wondering who they are. Beyond the, your compatriots. Have you done it to Cabe?
No. Cabe has never made me angry enough to do this.
Cool.
I really think it's probably of my compatriots. I think it's probably only Amnestria.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I've done it to Amnestria a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did it to Louisa. Maybe Mikmick.
Fair.
I think maybe Mikmick.
I think she has done it to Mikmick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
When he was going to try and kill somebody with it.
Yeah,
when
you
not wanting to
definitely
save
did.
something. You idiots!
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Jack says,
Yeah.
I just have to get through this. I just have to get through this. This place is full of evil.
Alanik and Arthur.
Moynat
Yeah,
just
go
kind
ahead.
of like very subtly smiles to her.
Alanik meets Jack at the door and says,
Well, Jack, I wish that we were meeting on better circumstances, but know that based on the conversations that we've had with her adventuring compatriots, that she defended your daughter to the last. You should be proud of her.
That is true. Moynat says, staring ice daggers at Jack. She
Love
hates
it.
him and will never stop.
I love it.
Jack says, well, I understand the price. I just wish it could have been different.
And he opens the door to the room in which Louisa's body is. And he just stops and freezes in the doorway.
Yes, she's still there.
We've come to take her home.
He steps into the room. And he sort of gestures down at Louisa's body and says,
Excuse me.
he steps past you, Amnestria, and picks up Louisa's shrouded corpse. And if no one stops him,
I have a question, actually.
yeah,
Okay.
So, the mansion, it was supposed to spit out everyone's things, right?
if they didn't take them, yes.
What happened to Louisa's things?
I think that Arthur took them with him because he took his own stuff.
I
Alanic's stuff.
assume we would have gathered
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I just wasn't sure,
Luis's
because...
things when we left.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're
die.
Don't die! Don't die, Sarah.
I won't die.
Yeah, too many people died.
Well,
already.
I've had this dumb cough for like 2 weeks now. It'll go away
Oh
eventually.
no.
Yeah. So
I just wasn't sure.
no, absolutely fair.
I mean, Amnestria is not going to stop him, but
Okay.
she's definitely going to give him a good hard look.
Louisa, or sorry, God damn it, Moynat is going to stop and
More and more proof, Sarah. More and more proof. I'm just saying.
I know, right?
Yep.
Is going to stop and take Louisa's hand and look into her dead face.
She's shrouded, like head to toe. So
Yeah, I covered her.
She's going to lift the sheet and look into her face and say, "Are you certain?" And not knowing if other planes of existence or where Louisa might be is actually going to cast sending again
okay.
and say to Louisa, "Are you certain this is what you want?"
Okay. You do not receive a response.
Okay, that's fair.
Jack removes Louisa's body.
Gonna follow him outside.
Okay. Mikmick, we're not. You do the same, or do you stay in the?
Yes.
Okay.
No, follow.
Alanik and Arthur watch from the top of the stoop as Jack takes Louisa's body.
Where are you taking her, exactly?
He doesn't respond. He walks to the back of the wagon.
Fool, you owe us an answer. Where are you taking her?
Taking her back home
Where is home?
to Mentliu. She'll be buried there.
When?
As soon as I arrive. She'll be buried with her family.
Okay, climb on the wagon then.
Okay. Climb on the wagon.
Well, you're coming with.
Why not? We'll cross to the wagon as well and take Bertie's hand and simply say, I was wrong, and I am sorry. And then we'll also take a seat in the wagon.
Okay. Mikmick?
I don't know what Mikmick would be doing.
Probably tinkering with something.
I mean, ever since he's got there, he's been very quiet
Okay.
and just basically pondering to himself. Maybe could he have been doing that tinkering I was telling you before stream?
Sure.
Yep. So probably just in that hour they were waiting, Mikmick was just tinkering, trying to make something.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you want me to roll for it?
Yes, please.
What do you want me
Just
to
an
roll?
intelligence check.
Just an intelligence check? Okay.
Something relatively benign.
Intelligence. That's a saving throw, but...
Yeah. Then what was the natural roll? It was a, looks like you got a 16.
It's a +3 to it, yeah. So, yeah, 16.
Yeah, so a 19. Yeah, that's fine. I'd say that was a success.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, just before they're about to leave, Mikmick will catch up to the carriage and just hold up a small little box towards Bertie. Bertie, before you go, I wanted to give you this.
What is that?
Open it up and see.
She opens it up. What's inside?
And inside, it's a little music box. But as she opens up, instead of a spinning dancer, there's actually a spinning, rearing horse. And then engraving on the lid, it says, "Remember what is true. The only way is through."
That's
I regret everything.
Oh, no!
And then Moynot looks down at Mikmick and says, Tiny one, what are you doing? Get on the wagon.
As you say that, Hafiz looks at Alanik and says, Alanik, you asked me to bring you information. I had thought that they were staying. Especially considering the information that I have found. Alanik looks at Hafiz and says, not in the open, man. Not in the open. Monat, Amnestria, Mikmick, I believe your task is not yet done. If you intend to go with your friend to Dementliu, this may incur somewhat of a setback, considering the amount of time that you've been in the dream lands, the nightmare lands. It is your choice, of course.
And how long has it been exactly?
It has been a month. Much
Then what?
has occurred in your absence.
Then what is another day?
Exactly.
You can bring us word into Dementliu of whatever it is you need us to know.
I see.
Also, when I awoke, you told me that Van Richten was there. Where is he now?
I
Do not know. I assume that he is perhaps back in your homeland. He would visit from time to time. But his business is not mine. While he's saying this, Jack has loaded Louisa's body into the coffin, which it is very clearly a coffin. It is perfectly sized for Louisa's body. It's made of sort of a light wood. And then he places the top to the coffin atop the wooden box. And then he just sort of places a hand atop it. Says, "Almost home."
Moina turns to Alanic and says, "Your customs may be strange to me, but this I understand, and I shall see it to the end. You have word for me? Bring it to me at your chateau in Dementliu. Tomorrow." And then she settles herself in the wagon.
Okay. Birdie settles herself in the front next to Jack. Moynat and Amnestria are both in the back of the wagon. Mikmick, what about you?
I don't think Mikmick is going to join them.
Okay. Mikmick stays.
He's going to probably stay behind, and he'll be the what you call it, the messenger.
Okay.
So once he's got the information from Atlantic and Halson, or whatever his name was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been playing Baldur's Gate. What you say?
I called him Alistair earlier, which was my fault. I messed everyone up. It's Arthur.
It's fine.
No, I said Halson. No,
Halson?
Allison.
Now you're just making shit up. I take
no, I've been playing Baldur's Gate. That's
Too
why.
much BG3.
Enough said.
It's fine.
Yep. Anyway, he's going to get the information that those two have, and then be the messenger to tell Moynat and Amnestria in
Atlantic.
in the yeah.
All right.
Atlantic.
Yes.
Do you know what Van Richten did?
His lips tighten, and he says, "He was looking after you."
I want to know, Atlantic.
You'll have to ask him.
Can I try to intimidate Atlantic to get this information?
What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Tell me what you say.
I don't care why you're keeping this a secret from me, but whatever he did, I deserve to know. And if you won't tell me, you won't like it when my sister comes back and asks you instead.
Mm-hmm.
Make an intimidation check.
I feel like anyone who knows Jenny is already like, oh yeah, no, here, let me just give you all of this.
Totally fine.
I don't do good at intimidation, but, it's 11, whatever.
Yeah, Atlantic looks at you and says, I apologize, my dear, but I have my ways of dealing with her.
Well, I sure would like to know them then, because I have no idea.
Perhaps Van Richten would aid you in that. But if the two of you are intent on going to Dementliu to see your friend's funeral, then perhaps time is of the essence, considering the information that Hafiz has brought us.
Well, let's go then.
Jack looks back at the two of you in the wagon and says, "Oh, damn." He sort of says, "Just stay here, Birdie." He goes back and he takes these long leather straps which were under the wagon, and he hops on the back and begins to strap the leather strap over the coffin and buckle it and tie it. And as he does so, you all hear from inside the coffin a very strange sound. It sounds like a kind of deep-seated groan at first, And Jack sort of like lifts his hands off the leather strap. Did you hear that? And then that groan turns into a shriek. A shriek of pain. A shriek of agony. And then an absolute scream of pain.
Open the lid, you fool!
I don't know what's happening. There is that shriek turns into a monstrous roar as the cover of the coffin flies off and into splinters, and standing atop the wagon is an 8.5 foot tall monstrous creature covered with dark red hair and gleaming green eyes, slavering. And that is where we're gonna take our motherfucking break.
God damn it.
Nice!
Nice.
See ya all.
The gift is that she's a
What have you done?
See you all after our ad breaks, where we'll see what deal Louisa made and what
we get Louisa
the shit is gonna happen. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We'll take our break and we'll come back in a little bit. Into the AM, your destination for premium apparel that's all about embracing your unique style and experiencing unparalleled comfort. Into the AM skilled artisans pour their passion into every piece, using only the finest fabrics and eco-friendly inks. Join the ever-growing community of individuals who embrace their passions and showcase their unique style with Into the AM. And guess what? Right now, they're celebrating their end of season with discounts of up to 60% off. Here's the secret to even more savings. Use the code SLICESSWAG at checkout and enjoy an additional 10% off your purchase. It's time to elevate your style, express your passions, and do it all in comfort. Into the AM's got you covered. Visit them online and start your journey today. In the realms of imagination, where legends are forged and battles unfold, one name reigns supreme: Chepeku Maps. For those who demand the very best in battle maps, Chepeku is the ultimate destination. Join a thriving community of adventurers who rely on Chepeku's unrivaled creativity and attention to detail. Choose your vision with a range of customizable map variations. Whether you need dark and foreboding, or vibrant and whimsical, Chepeku has it all. And now, brace yourselves for a new frontier. Introducing Chepeku Sci-Fi. Craft your own interstellar tales with maps that adapt to your every whim. Customize interiors, exteriors, and animated backgrounds that truly bring your universe to life. But that's not all. Immerse yourself in Chepeku scenes, cinematic vistas that come alive with stunning visuals and captivating soundtracks. With over 4,000 meticulously crafted maps, Chepeku caters to game masters across all genres. They're not just maps, they're your gateway to limitless storytelling possibilities. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Chepeku's Patreon channels for exclusive access to these incredible resources. Find the links to their Patreons in the show notes here on our YouTube channel. Chepeku Maps. Your adventure starts here. Calling all tabletop adventurers, dungeon masters, and storytellers. Immerse your TTRPG sessions in epic soundscapes with Monument Studios, your Hollywood-quality audio production house. From mystical ambiances to musical motifs to terror-inducing soundscapes, they've got the perfect sounds for your TTRPG games. Hey, YouTubers and streamers, best part, it's all 100% royalty-free. Use code SLICESNDICES at checkout for an exclusive 25% off at purchase. Monument Studios, where TTRPG magic meets cinematic sound. Elevate your game. Captivate your players. Start your audio adventure today. All right, we're back. Hello, everyone. So, tricked ya. Hey, tricked ya. Ha.
Watching Sarah's entire journey throughout the wait, she made a liar out of me to did she make like that was amazing. Just watching that
Love it.
up and down, it was amazing.
Amazing, terrifying, hilarious. So let's take a trip into the realm of what lies beyond. How does that sound? Let's get
Is Darren Aronofsky here? I don't want him here.
A little music. Yeah, exactly. It's Darren Aronofsky. Let's go with this music. Louisa, when your eyes close for the final time, you are left in utter blackness. Your heart slows to a stop, and you feel intense cold reach into you, more horrifying than the gauntlets could have ever made you. That this is the ultimate feeling of entropy. That death has finally come. Like a tax collector. Like one who has no recompense for his job except to take what is due to him. And as you sink into that feeling of bleak finality, although you know that your daughter is safe, your despair is that you will never see a day in which your daughter will thrive and grow to womanhood or beyond. That you will never embrace your husband, either in anger or in love. And that your friends, your compatriots, as you have been given to call them, will never share in an experience with them again. And as you sink into this miasma of cold darkness, that is when you hear sounds of guttural bestiality around you. Grunting, snarling, growling. You feel something. Their hot breath on your still unmoving form. Are you to be torn to shreds by these dogs of the abyss? Are you to be their meal? Is this the afterlife that you were told so much about? Did you deserve this fate? You feel the needle-sharp fangs of these creatures pierce your unmoving flesh, and you are powerless to stop them. The pain lances through you, and although it is welcome because you finally feel something after what seems like an eternity of bleak nothingness, you know that this pain will never end. You know it intrinsically. It is something that you will need to endure for eternity. Their snarling,
growling, slavering, laughing almost as they devour your flesh. And then, in the height of your agony, you hear a voice. And it says, I can bring you back. Do you wish this? You are given the strength to respond.
Who are you?
Do you wish this?
Yes.
And then you hear a voice mingled with this basso profundo gravel, and it says, are you certain that this is what you want? And that voice that you hear is not solely this creature, but it is the voice of Muadnhait. Are you certain that this is what you want?
If this is my only option, then yes.
You hear something beyond the rending of your own flesh. You hear the sound of what seems like a drum. Thump, 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 thump. You realize it is the sound of a beating heart. It grows stronger. And your ears pound with the sound of this maddening, repeating drum that brings you back. It brings you back from the edge of death. But you're so hungry. You lurch from where these beasts have maimed and rended you, and you feel not the pain of their fangs digging into your flesh, but the pain of your own body lengthening and stretching and growing and expanding. Your spine cracks, your teeth distend from your face, and then you lose consciousness entirely. We got a raid from Bricarius. What's up, raiders? Sorry, I didn't want to stop this wonderful shit to say hello, raiders, but now that you've come, welcome. Welcome to your doom. Okay, no.
Welcome to the werewolf zone.
Welcome to the werewolf zone. Yes, well said. So, with that, we're going to now say, Megan, your character sheet, as you've used her in Louisa, is no longer needed at this time. So I will ask you how you would like to do this. In the words of another famous DM named Matt, would you prefer that I use the stat block for the creature into which you've turned, or would you like control over said stat block for you to do as you would wish?
Ooh, well, then I'll go with option 2, please.
Okay, it's only because you know how to use Roll20, and God bless you for it. Because if you were like, I don't know how to push buttons in Roll20, I'd be like, let me handle. But yes, let's go ahead and move you folks to the map and get things started here. All right.
Oh boy.
Okay, tell me hopefully if you guys can see this street.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we see
All
the
right.
street and where we are.
Let me move everyone in chat to said view.
I'm assuming this is Werewolf Louisa right here.
Oh,
between
yeah.
me and
Oh.
Amnestria.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, this
I've got a vision problem, I think.
Well, you have a vision problem because you have no control over anybody on the scene. So let me give you vision and control. And then you'll see the character sheet.
Oh boy, baby.
Megan. Okay, Megan. You ready? There you go.
I hope you have some good werewolf music for this.
Oh, werewolf music? I don't have, but I just have music. I mean, music is music is
Nice.
music, but
Yeah.
yeah, let's go for it, right? Combat.
So, where's
No,
Jack and
it's
Birdie
okay.
in this?
Well, I
They
don't.
run away?
No, they're there. They're there. I'm not making them. They're in the cart. They're at the front of the cart. Yeah, but they're not. They're not combatants. I'm not gonna put
Okay.
Jack and poor Birdie in the way of.
We assume Louisa's not going to attack your husband and child, but we
I
don't
mean,
actually
you never know. So right. Okay, let me just jump.
I mean, I'm there.
into-
I'm a human shield at the moment.
Sure.
Elven shield. So.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go with that one. That one looks fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Megan, are you able to see?
So I can see my token, but I can't see anything else.
Oh, okay. Then let me give you vision.
Thank
That could
you.
work. I just didn't give you vision.
Ah, goddamn you, fucking dice! Fuck you!
Moynok got a 10 on initiative. Mikmick got a 13. Amnestria got a
I rolled
7.
a fucking 3. Really?
All right, 1 second
Aye.
here, folks. Vision. No, you have vision. I'll give you the night vision.
Oh, there we go.
That helps?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yes, thank you.
I'm in danger.
You are in danger. Yeah, you got in the cart with a
In
werewolf.
danger, girl.
Oh god, ah shit. Please roll low, Louisa. Please roll low.
Okay, Louisa, roll your initiative.
What
Gotta roll.
is my initiative amount? Like,
If you
There's a little
there
box
should
that
be
says
like
isn't
there should be a little
In the
tiny
stat
like
block.
up towards the top.
Hold on, maybe
of the
I'm-
stat block. that
maybe
says
I'm in the
it.
wrong thing. What am I looking for? The Lugaroo?
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
there's a
what I
little
thought.
thing that says init, and that's right across from where, it's right in the middle of the character sheet, actually.
There.
Looks like a tiny little D20 with the words,
It's very small.
the letters-
but it's there.
If you want, I can just do it just to save time.
Yeah, that's great.
Then you can just blame me later. That's cool.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, so here we go. Initiative. In 11.
Ah, damn it, motherfucker.
All right. Mikmick. So, Jesus. So it's just the 4 of you. All right, so...
What about Alistair and Atlantic? Are they
sure,
in this
why
shit
not?
Or no?
Yeah, why not? God knows what'll happen to them. Let's put the NPCs
they
in mortal
might-
danger. Sure.
Yeah, but no, I feel like one of them might have like calm emotions or some shit. I don't know.
That works on humanoids.
Ah, god damn it. A werewolf is not a humanoid? Is a werewolf a beast?
No, a werewolf is a... Well, this one... I'm not going to tell you what the fucking this one... Don't try to...
Fine,
Don't try to
alright,
Jedi
okay,
mind trick me,
alright,
Sarah.
Okay, that's fine. My intended action is on a creature, so fuck you.
Damn straight. All right. So, with that said, I guess Arthur is first in the initiative. Arthur says, "Cool, blimey!" In a very sort of Dickensian fashion, and then says, "What's going on?" Atlantic just taps him and says, "The blunderbuss," and Arthur runs inside. That is his turn. Mikmick, it's your turn.
Okay.
Can I?
So, a question for the party. Should
Yes,
I
sir.
try and... How should I try and stop her? Should I try and stop her by...
I'm going to go ahead and
keeping her
veto
as she
you.
is?
I'm going to veto you asking your party for what you should do. You need to make the
Okay.
decision.
There you
Okay,
go,
then
Ren.
I'll you go with the decision that I was planning for, and even though this will affect everybody around him, he'll cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. Hypnotic pattern. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
In a
Where,
what's it? In a
where are you
30-foot
centering
cube.
this
Yeah.
spell? On yourself?
Basically
Or
on
you- okay.
Werewolf Louisa, so that includes everybody.
So that includes
yeah.
everybody. So Wisdom saving throws, everyone. Let's go.
Red, you fucked me.
This is what I live for,
19.
folks. I live for this shit. Oh no!
God damn it.
Amnestria is
We're having -1 wisdom stat. What do you expect?
She's hypnotized.
But we have to remember what hypnotic pattern does.
Yeah, it's just charmed condition.
Yeah.
They can't
But
move.
charm by can't move, but charm by Mikmick, that doesn't mean she can't attack if she needs to.
Yeah.
Just means
Is
she can't hurt Mikmick.
incapacitated.
Oh, she's incapacitated. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Well,
So this is a charm
Well, I
condition,
did-
correct?
Yes.
Well, you cast this spell because it's a charm condition, and it has 0 effect on this monstrosity.
Oh god.
that's true.
oh,
got it.
actually, should I have advantages on charms?
You're an elf.
Yeah, you're immune to charms. You're an elf, aren't you?
Yeah, she's a kind of an elf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm fine. Never mind then. Don't worry about me.
I didn't even need to.
And so Werewolf Louisa is also immune to charms.
Totally does nothing to her.
Okay then. Well, that's annoying. So that's all I can do.
I'm gonna put in werewolf. I'm just gonna put in werewolf as your name for right now. Is that okay?
Great.
Louisa.
For instead of
Sure.
Louisa, I'm just gonna say werewolf. So there you go. There you go, chat.
Where's
She's
Louisa?
the werewolf. All right. So that was your action, Mikmick. It is now. It is now. Louisa. Your turn.
Okay, so let's see. 50 feet in direwolf form. Oh, I finally see it. Sorry, I finally found the initiative button.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It takes a village. Go ahead.
So since Mikmick is the only one to have done anything to try to spell her or stop her so far, she's going to take the 2 opportunity attacks and she's going to leap out of
Holy
the
shit.
wagon, like,
I'm not gonna
And
try and
just-
hurt her.
and just go straight for Mikmick, because I'm assuming I am in a bloodlust with no mental faculties whatsoever, so
You do not
I might as well
recognize-
just
You do not recognize any of these folks.
great. Megan apologizes to the party. I'm gonna try and
Can
kill you all
I-
in my new werewolf form.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
You can take an opportunity attack if you want. Absolutely.
Great. I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
Just need a second to find it on the list.
Muadnhait knows Birdie can see her, so she's not attacking her mother.
Yeah. I don't think a 12 hit.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do my multi-attack
Oh god.
as my action.
Shit.
So let's see, 1 bite and 1 claw at Mikmick.
All right.
So the bite is gonna be first. 16 to hit.
Misses.
This is okay.
Oh, that's weird. It didn't show up on chat.
Oh,
Her sheet is probably set to GM only.
Yeah.
yeah. I it's got 2 GM.
Okay.
And
I will change
There's a
that right.
button you can-
I'll change that right now before you make
you
that
have
second
now.
roll.
do you have all your hit points, Mikmick?
Yeah, we took a long rest, so yes.
I'm just checking. I don't know if you got a paper cut, because there might be something I can do if you don't have all of your hit points.
God. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna say never whisper rolls. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. I think that should do it. Save. Try your next attack, please.
Okay. So I will. Yeah, because multi-attack and 1 with its claws. Okay, so just 1 claw attack. 24.
Oof.
Yeah, that will hit.
Oh gosh.
11
So-
slashing, and
Yikes.
succeed a DC 17 strength saving throw, which, hey, you might actually pass now.
I can ignore the DC 17 because I've still got my Armor of Magical Strength on, which also gives me advantage on strength saving throws and allows me to be knocked prone.
Right
so,
on. Right on. Okay.
Nice.
There
Oh,
you go.
by the
There
way,
you go.
just in time, I think it's this new form that you've taken, Megan, because we now have our second raid of the night from Stargana. Thank you, Stargana, for the
Nice.
raid.
Hey,
we love you.
raiders.
What's up? Just baselining it for everybody here. one of the party is turned into a werewolf and trying to kill everybody. And they don't know what. I don't know if they're gonna try to kill, subdue, or do nothing. Who knows? She might just run off into the night after she kills everybody. Let's see. All right. That is a good enough strength saving throw. That is a DC 17 on the dot.
Nice.
So you get it.
Even though I didn't roll well, I've got a high strength save, so.
Oof.
All right.
Gauntlets.
Lucky bastard.
Anything else? Lugaroo Louisa.
The Lugaroo? the
No, she's
Lugaruisa.
She's Lugarooisa. Yep.
Lugaruisa.
This is going to be a thing for the rest of the goddamn campaign, and I'm here for it. I am all about this.
I'm so excited. Sorry. Also, new character sheet. Who this? Okay. So yeah, I don't want to change shape yet, which is
That's an action anyway. Oh, actually, no, that's not. That's a bonus action yet.
Bonus action, yeah. So I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Do I get access to
the things at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get those. Remember, those happen on other people's turns.
Other people's turns.
So the answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just wait for a minute.
Sure. We'll wait. All right. It is now Moynot's turn. You're in danger.
I'm gonna try this. Everyone, hold on to your butts. So I'm gonna cast suggestion
Okay.
and say, "You are our friend. Return to us. You are human. Be yourself."
It does absolutely nothing. You don't even need to make the save.
Ah, shit! She can't be charmed. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, Moynot didn't know that, and now she does. God
she
damn
does.
it! Wasted goddamn turn.
You know what? This werewolf is way more charismatic than Louisa actually is in her human before.
You know, we can make it a permanent change if you'd like.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, yeah, that's it. I'm moving out of range of fire for now.
Getting the fuck out of dodge. I 100% feel that. Yep.
End of turn.
Okay,
I
end of
have
turn.
the
Moving on
bonus
to
actions right now.
to Amy. Go ahead, Amy. You're up.
Hey there. I'm gonna jump off the wagon, and I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna protect the NPCs because they're squishy and could die. Going to reach into my pocket and just say, "I'm sorry for this," and I'm going to blow potted silver at her, like a cloud of it.
Just like. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say, make a Constitution saving throw. There's no technical rule for this particular stuff, but I'm gonna say make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
For
But because of what the Lugaroo has, it actually has advantage on these Constitution saving throws, so it's an actual wash. So just make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the DC is 16.
Okay.
Oof. That is a 19. Yeah, so the particles of what you blow into this creature's face at close range, you're just and you look up and you go, and this just cloud of silver, tiny little silver flakes, just spatters all over this creature. It just holds up its arm like this, and you can see where it coats the creature's fur, and you see some sort of small burns as it burns through the fur, and it just roars and snarls down at you. Amnestria doesn't do any damage though.
Okay.
With that, I will use the first of my legendary actions, and I'm going to take a swipe at you.
Oh Christ! Oh no!
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
That's just the swipe. You have to actually make a.
Oh.
Yep.
Actually, I see. Claws.
Claw attack.
All right. Got it.
Fucking hell, 27.
Jesus Christ.
That's fine.
All werewolf party.
strength
All
save.
werewolf party, folks. Are we thinking all werewolf party?
I've been definitely not prone.
Oh Jesus! Amnestria just gets back-fisted in the face with an 8 slashing damage and gets dropped on her butt.
Can I use my right
having
on my
too much
rapier
fun.
at the same time and draw my own blood too?
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You
Great,
drop to the ground and give yourself a quick slash. Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do my d6 then. Okay, 3 damage.
3 points of damage, and you get your right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Right at the Dawn. 'Cause
Okay.
I like that one the most.
Right at the dawn it is. Yep. So that is your turn, Amnestria. It is now Alanic's turn. Alanic wheels himself up the ramp a bit, sort of behind where Arthur has moved into the house. And he will... Oh, man. Fuck. Yeah, he pulls out his hand crossbow. And then
shit.
he takes an arrow from one of his side compartments on his chair, looks at it, nods, affixes it to the hand crossbow, and yeah, he will fire. And if he hits, he'll get sneak attack.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So, that is 5 piercing damage,
Okay.
plus, I think he does a little bit more than 2d6. I think he's going to do 4d6. Oops. So an additional 12. So total of
17.
17 magical piercing damage.
Oof.
So yeah, I mean, it's a relatively short-range shot. He fires the arrow at relatively close range. It sort of sails over your body, Amnestria, as you're on the ground, and sinks into Louisa's chest. And you see it has this horrible, like, burning effect on Louisa. She growls and grabs it and just snaps the bolt off in her hand and throws it to the ground.
I did.
That is Alanic's turn. Arthur spends his turn sprinting for, as he has been told to do, the blunderbuss. Mikmick, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Was Atlantic at the
First-
bottom of the round?
I'm sorry?
yeah, Atlantic's bottom around after this top.
Okay, never mind then.
Mikmick, a little bit annoyed that the first strike didn't work. Okay, that didn't work. Well, let's try this one. And he's going to look at Louisa, and cast Dispel Magic on her. See if that does
Okay.
anything.
Okay, you cast Dispel Magic. Nothing happens.
Damn it. Okay then, that's action.
Fuckity hell. All right. I'm gonna be that guy and say, remember that you have 3 legendary actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me.
Sorry.
Oh shit!
So.
Which you've used one of.
I kept myself
Yeah.
burned for a reason.
So
I want
can
to
I
be the
use
target
it?
of your
Can
ire.
I use it now?
Yeah,
'Cause-
you can use it now
Okay,
before your
great.
turn.
Okay, great. So, because when Alanic shot at me, I did notice that I could use Mauling Pounce, which costs 2 actions.
Oh my god!
I can move up to my speed without provoking opportunity attacks, and it makes 1 claw attack against each creature it moves past.
Oh my god!
So,
That's
so
okay.
if I'm just going
To me.
here, I passed both Amnestria and Mikmick. So so this
Well,
first,
is it directly through who you move through, though?
I mean, she could move in any direction as
says
long as she
mauling
moves past it.
house. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, like, can she hit both me and Mikmick, or
Yeah.
can she only hit me?
Each person
Well,
that
she
she
can-
passes.
Can she move through Amnestria, or does she have to go here,
So yeah.
here?
I mean,
down
I would
here, and then
still-
up here?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think I
In
would
which
still
case
be
she would get
passing
a-
Mikmick. But
That's up to Matt.
I'll
yes.
tell you what.
If it's a pounce, you can jump over.
Right. So
Yeah.
she's technically in a space where she wouldn't be able to move through her because she's prone on the ground. So I would say that if this is Amnestria and this is the werewolf of Louisa, and if you can't move through an enemy, right? So and jumping over her, like you would be like you wouldn't be able to like jump, claw at her, and then smack at Mikmick on the side. Like it's almost like you're running.
Okay.
Like the whole point of that move is you like run through a whole bunch of people and strike at them on both sides.
Okay.
So I would
see.
say choose a path, and as you path through that path, you can strike whoever you have around you.
Well, in the name of mindlessness, because I was right here, she'll then go, because Mikmick also has now tried to do two things to her, so she'll go up and around this way to get to Alanic.
Motherfuck!
And then
so that means that you swipe at 3 people. You swipe at Amnestria, you swipe at Mikmick, and you swipe at Cabe.
Okay.
So this first one, we'll do them in order.
I forgot to roll Cabe in the combat.
Poor Cabe, who's not even in the fucking initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in initiative now, motherfucker.
I mean, but he would have had a turn to move away, wouldn't he have?
Sure. Why not?
Cabe has like no health, man. I know you haven't given any fucking health.
No, Cabe runs in the house. Cabe runs in the house. He's like, fucking hell! And he just runs.
Fine.
Yeah.
They're no use to you if you're dead. If they're dead, okay?
Still, yeah.
I'm a mindless attacking machine right now.
So, okay.
I know nothing.
So make your swipes against Amnestria and Mikmick.
Okay, so Amnestria first.
They do not get opportunity attacks, correct? Because of this move, correct?
Yes, they do not.
You have advantage because I'm prone, don't you?
Oh, damn.
So
22 for
I'm already
11 slashing.
I'm already on the ground, so you know that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't get more prone. You don't sink into the ground.
Yeah.
Super prone.
Super prone.
So you take 11 slashing, and then this next one is for Mikmick. And only 14.
14.
Yeah. So,
14 will miss.
Yeah.
Whew.
All right. And then
Look at the smile on Megan's face, everyone. I just want you to see
She's so
this.
happy.
Look at it. She's like, I couldn't be happier to be brought back from the
To
dead.
be murdering my party.
I spent 6 weeks being dead, so
It's worth
But
it.
this is my prize.
This is your Christmas gift. There you go, Megan. Merry Christmas.
Yay. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. So yeah. So then that's
your legendary.
That's my legendary for this round.
Right
yeah.
on. All right. So if that's the case, then we are back to now your turn.
Oh, my turn. And so then I get all my legendaries back.
You do.
Great. So she'll do multi-attack at Alanic.
Oh, God.
No.
No! You're killing my DMPCs!
18?
An 18 will hit, yeah.
Okay, for the bite. So 12 piercing plus 9 necrotic. Yes,
God.
succeed on a DC 17.
Oh my
con
God.
save.
No.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
The story made me do it.
That's the story made you do it. DC 17 con save.
Yep. Or what if I give Alanic lycanthropy right now?
You just did. Congratulations.
Yeah.
He's like, ah! And you just bite him right on the arm, like right on the upper arm, and he's like, ah!
And Arthur's there, not there to do anything.
Not yet. Okay.
Louisa just smells the blood and knows the pain now and just is kind of like... And then, do I have to multi-attack the same person?
No, absolutely not.
Alright, well, if I already hit him, then she'll just move here, and she didn't like that Mikmick got away, so she'll do the claw attack on Mikmick.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Yeah, that crit hits.
No! What have I done?
What have you done?
What have I done?
So that.
Listen, according to the calculator, this fight was to be a relatively hard fight, but not like impossible. So, good luck. We're all counting on you. This is where the campaign ends. Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, that would be 16 plus 11, so what's that? That's
27.
27. Okay.
You guys are beefy people. You can take it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Sarah, how many hit points you got?
haven't been hit yet, but I've got like 77.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
77.
fine. You could take these. You could take this bullshit. You can take it 100%. Atlantic and Arthur may not, but fuck it. You guys are adventurers.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Who's
I'm
gonna
just
give us
gonna.
our jobs after this? I don't want to answer to Van Richten. He sucks.
Right?
You work for werewolf now.
Welcome to middle management. Oh, this is the best Christmas gift I could give all of you.
It's amazing.
You're now the head of the Order of the Guardians. Congratulations. Okay. That was your turn, correct?
Yes, it
Okay.
was my turn.
Moynat, it's your turn.
All right, well, suggestion works, so now I'm going to try command.
Ah, command.
I'm going to say revert.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why I'm clicking command and it's not doing anything. Come on, I'm
Was
clicking
that
you.
wisdom?
So that is a
Oh, there we go. At what level? Level 1 spent.
level 1 spell. Command. One word you say revert.
Revert. It's a wisdom save.
What language or if your command is directly harmful to it? That's not harmful to it.
No.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wisdom.
DC 16 wisdom save.
Make a wisdom saving throw, and remember you have advantage.
Goddamn it.
21.
Oh, motherfucker.
All right, fuck. My turn is fucked.
Oh no.
Proceed.
Okay. I don't even know if that
tried.
would have worked. I would have had to adjudicate that appropriately. Amnestria, it is your turn.
Great. I'm moving here to flank, and I'm going to stab her with silver rapier.
Yes.
Silver rapier, heck yeah.
That's 15.
Oh, it misses.
Oh no.
I'm gonna attack a second time for 17.
That hit.
Wait, no.
Great.
Advantage.
Yeah, 17 advantage.
Advantage,
There you
yep.
11 plus 6. And then I'm gonna action surge and I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Okay. Miss.
Goddamn 15s.
God damn
Crit.
That hits.
There you go.
Wait, did that not roll the crit damage?
No,
I
It
don't
didn't.
think it did.
Hold on, I'm checking.
nope.
I don't think it did.
1d8 plus 4.
I rolled-
That's
I
it.
rolled
No, it did
7
not roll
plus
the
4.
crit damage.
Okay, well,
Well, you get to
yes,
take off. You get to take off the modifier for that one, right?
yeah.
So take off the 4 from the 11.
So another 7.
So 17.
18 plus 6.
Yeah, 18.
18
plus 6.
Yep.
Plus 11.
18.
No.
Plus
You did
two.
No.
double.
Hold on.
Just
Hold
do
on.
the 18 plus 6.
I attacked.
So 24.
Let's
Well,
rewind.
no, because I.
Hold on.
The first
Hey!
one was... Okay, oh my god.
Let's chill out. Let's
Okay.
just do this
Oh
one
my
thing at a
God.
time. We got 2 attacks that actually hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
One was a
Alright.
crit and one was a hit. The
I've
17
already
hit
done
for
the damage from the first.
Cool. So that's
Alright.
11
Yeah.
plus another 11 plus a 7, so that's 18. And
then the right
and then the
damage,
right
another
damage
8.
for 6.
8.
Do you get to crit the right damage?
No, I don't.
Only-
But the right damage is
And-
8, because I get a 6 and a 2.
Oh, 6 and 2.
Don't forget about
Yeah.
don't forget about the 2. Yeah.
Oh, my weapon's silvered, so what's that do?
It
It
means
hurts.
I don't get hit points back.
That's right.
Ah.
No regeneration.
Yeah.
So keep
Alright, so
keep
that-
hitting it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Amnestria?
I'm just gonna just kind of flourish my rapier and say, attack me, not them.
Okay then.
Oh, actually, no, actually, I did want to do something
Sure.
else. One of my attacks, can I use my goading strike?
I believe that you have to. Do you have to do goading strike before you make the attack?
No.
So you just
I can add extra damage to my attack.
okay.
Let me find
You
it.
just spend one of your fighter
Superiority die.
Superiority die. Thank you.
Yeah, so it allows me to do extra damage. Let me find it, though.
Mhm.
Goading attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You may add the damage die to the attack damage roll.
Cool.
So
So then make your
Let me-
superiority die roll.
that's 2 more damage,
Okay.
and then Louisa has disadvantage on attacking anyone not me.
Cool. That makes sense.
Alrighty.
All right. with that, I'm assuming you stood up. I didn't check that.
Oh yeah, no, I stood up and I moved, and then I flanked.
Beautiful. All right, so it's Alanic's turn. Alanic is going to disengage, holding his arm. He's like, ah! And he can't really wheel that well with just one arm. And he just lurches out of the chair. He's like, Arthur, help! And he just jumps over the threshold into the building. And he will crawl at half speed. So it just goes 15 feet inside the house. Arthur comes out, brandishing a sort of trumpet flanged device, which you have seen only once, and you've seen it in Lamordia with Sindel Swo. Sindel had something very similar, which Arthur levels at you, Louisa. From the cart, Jack yells, "No! That's my wife!" And Arthur's like, "That's not your wife!" And then he fires.
Not anymore, it's not.
Wait, is he standing within 5 feet of her though? Does he get?
He's firing at disadvantage at this point.
Okay, I just was asking.
Yep, he's firing at disadvantage. So, my attack roll here. I'm just gonna roll a d20 twice because I know inherently what the amount of damage is and what his bonus is on ranged attacks, which is a +4. All right, so d20 +4. And he has disadvantage. Ugh, that's not good. That's a 10. And a 7. So yeah, boom! And I think instinctively you just see it, Louisa, and just flatten yourself to the ground as this just absolute avalanche of artillery ammunition comes barreling out of this device. It rings your ears, those of you close. And you see sparks on the street where the flechettes of silver have hit. People are running in every fucking direction.
Can I use one of my legendary actions to swipe at the gun?
I would say that
if it's big enough.
Yeah. I would say that if you want to use your legendary action to swipe at the gun, that's fine. It wouldn't do any damage, but it would knock his weapon out of his hand.
Yeah,
Would he have disadvantage too?
Would you have disadvantage too on what?
No. Would she have disadvantage on attacking the gun?
No. Why would she?
The goading, because I did goading. Attack.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yes, so she would have disadvantage on that attack.
Okay. I will still attempt it. So
this is your legendary action. Yep, go ahead.
Yes.
So that's a
13.
His armor class is a 12, so that does hit. Even with a 13. So yeah, you strike it. The gun flies out of his hands, and the gun just spirals through the air and lands with a clatter about 20 or 30 feet away.
She just snarls and then turns back to Amnestria.
Yeah.
I've got sound effects that I keep forgetting to fucking put in here. Hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. Yeah.
I gotta work on my werewolf sounds.
Oh, please do. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go.
Nice. Damn.
This is what we were all waiting for.
Good sound effects.
Very good sound effects.
Fuck yeah.
Is this monument sound effect?
I like that he's playing them all at once.
This is
great.
one long track.
Oh my god.
It's called
Amazing.
Werewolf Combat, Raw Combat with Background. So I'll wait for it to finish just so we can all just get it into our inner ears. I may watch An American Werewolf in London after this. I am not going to lie. All right.
That's amazing.
Arthur's done, and your legendary action done. It's Mikmick's turn. Go.
Okay, oh, Mikmick's saying, okay, these aren't working. Okay, let's try this one. and he's going to cast a spell that he has cast on Louisa before, but he's going to cast the opposite version. Enlarge Reduce, he's going to reduce the size of the werewolf.
Okay.
Nice.
Little werewolf. Teeny,
DC
teeny
15
werewolf.
con save.
Teeny
Alright.
werewolf.
Fit it in our pocket.
He probably has a
What
high
is it,
con,
con
so that it
save?
may not.
Actually, it'll just make her small. It won't make her.
Yeah.
Take a little werewolf, put him in your pocket.
Well,
Pocket, never let it fade away.
So that's only a 10, which I'm going to assume fails, but I'm going to use
Now, wait a
one
second.
of my...
Hold on, because you have advantage on saving throws.
Oh, do I?
On spell saving throws, that's correct.
Oh, I
So that's a
missed that.
17.
Oh, well, goddamn. Jesus.
Where does it say that on this?
How the fuck are we supposed to hurt this thing? Jesus Christ.
You
Silver.
look at. Oh no, I beg your pardon. You do not have advantage on spell saving throws. You just have
Yeah.
legendary resistance. My fault.
Yes, which is what I was about to say, where I was like, well, since I failed this, I might as well use one of my legendary resistances.
Right.
So I'm going to pass it.
Okay.
Okay, well, then, with that spell fail, Mikmick's kind of out of options now, and he's going to enter his rage, finally.
Oh, finally. Yeah. Bonus action.
Oh,
Damn.
here we go. Here
Bonus
we
action
go.
rage.
Now, this is something I've always wondered, right? If you go into rage at the end of your turn, and you haven't hit anything, if nothing
It
hits
does
you,
drop.
then your rage ends, correct?
It does.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he got till the end. Well, then you should save that and do it bonus action beginning of
Yeah.
your next
Because
turn
remember
before you make
who
an
the
attack.
werewolf is being goaded to attack.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Because you're like, ah! And then, the werewolf hits. You're like, hit me, ah! And it's like, I'm hitting Amnestria. And you're like,
Imagine him like
"Fuck."
jumping behind me.
Hit me,
Imagine
hit
just
me.
like jumping behind Louisa, just like hit me.
Guys are fucking nuts.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to do then.
No, it's fine.
So
Just
I
save
just
your
cast
rage.
a
Fine.
spell
Otherwise, you're
and
gonna
Okay,
lose it.
save it.
Yes, fizzles
Save
again.
it. Yeah, don't waste it.
Yeah. All right, we are moving on.
What you got?
At the risk of sounding a
Did you-
little
did you-
smug at the moment, I haven't used my bonus actions since I've started.
That is
so-
fair. Did you want to use any
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your other legendary actions, if at all?
No, because
Well, your pounce,
I'm
your
about
pounce
to-
costs 2.
my pounce
So-
costs 2.
And-
She's goading me.
Yep.
What I really want to do costs 3.
Mm.
So,
Oh my
so we're
God.
just gonna wait.
Okay.
We're gonna wait.
We haven't seen that yet.
Not yet.
Okay, it's your
Not
turn.
yet. Okay, so multi-attack, bite.
On who?
Amnestria.
On Amnestria?
Amnestria, yep.
It'll hit me.
Oh no! Oh no! That's 7 piercing and 21 necrotic.
1 necrotic? What the
I have resistance to necrotic damage right now.
Thank God.
fuck did she roll? 3 goddamn 6s. Holy shit.
It's the mark of the beast. Oh no!
She's knocked over again.
Amnestria is a werewolf. Look, all werewolves. Party all werewolves? All werewolves.
Oh
I'm
man,
staying the fuck back here.
that's a good idea. So 7 plus, would it be 11 or 10, Matt?
This is for...
The necrotic damage.
It would be 10.
10. Okay, so 17 damage to me.
So yeah, Louisa just fastens her jaws around your...
Oh,
I guess.
I have a question actually.
Yeah, yeah.
She bit me with her mouth.
yeah.
Is she
I
gonna take
did.
necrotic damage for doing that?
You know, that's a really good question.
Oh yeah, I think she should.
Probably.
I think, yeah, I
It's
think
like Hellish Rebuke, but
in a way, yeah, so like she does pierce your flesh with her actual fangs, so I think that she would take necrotic damage, yeah.
Perfect.
Bad touch.
19 damage.
Okay,
of
so,
necrotic.
18 damage.
yeah, Megan, Louisa, you as you bite in and into Amnestria's shoulder, like you feel this just intense burning in your mouth, and you just rear back howling, and like you just see that the edges of this creature's mouth are rotted and drying away and flaking.
She just growls low in her throat, and then she'll finish her multi-attack with the claws.
Okay.
So
Now your goading attack is for 1 round, correct?
It's until my next turn, yeah.
Got it. All right.
That's gonna hit the 2.
for 14.
My God.
And you might get knocked prone again.
But I will. Yeah, I
Yep.
did.
But also, once again, claws piercing flesh, necrotic damage.
I agree with that.
Sure.
Okay, I'm down to 40.
I guess it depends on where the claws... Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, okay, I'll go with it. Yep.
No, because to
Yeah.
hurt her, they have to touch
Yeah.
her flesh.
Yeah. I mean, every attack is not
18 more
necessarily...
damage.
Nice.
Should I retroactively do the other 2 attacks that she hit me with?
No, it's fine. We're going from here on out.
My
That's
hit
fine.
points are at 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Miss Deadite,
My hit
oops,
points
all
are
werewolves.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops, all werewolves.
I've already turned 2. I'll get the rest of you.
I've had
Yes,
enough
I mean,
bad shit.
no,
happening. No.
I'll get
Athletic.
you and your little dog, too. All right. Here we go.
Starting my own pack.
Sure. Why not?
I'm the alpha.
Gonna turn your daughter and your husband? I don't know if... I don't think... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that these creatures are not out to necessarily turn as, like... The werewolves that we see in cinema aren't there to, like, bite someone and run away. They're there to eat
Yeah,
them.
no. They're there to
whole.
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we've redeemed a greater potion of healing for Amnestria. I'll
I
make
got
this
it, guys.
weirdness be harder to handle if I need to, according to JF Messin.
What's a greater potion?
Greater potion is 44 plus 8.
44 plus 8. Okie dokie.
One potion down.
I mean, I'm fine, but sure, I'll take it.
Okay. So that is the end of Louisa's
14.
turn. It is
14
now
what?
Muadnhait's turn.
Oh,
right.
you're approaching.
Oh, 14 healing.
I'm gonna cast a spell right over here, actually.
Okay.
I am gonna cast Phantasmal Force. And it's going to take ignore the damage. It's actually going to take the form of Birdie right here,
Oh no.
saying, "Mother, what are you doing?"
Oh no.
I'm wondering if that would affect her in her current form.
I don't know, but she's got to make an int save to know whether or not it's real.
Okay.
Isn't this a charm effect though?
Nope.
No. Fair enough.
I looked.
Alright. Intelligence save?
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty. 14.
As far as you know, that is your daughter standing there, and as much as you recognize her, saying, "Mother, what are you doing?"
Jack, she's the only person who sees it, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So it's not like Jack sees another birdie show up or anything.
No.
Okay, got it.
And that is concentration, so I'm not concentrating.
All right. 4 psychic damage to you.
No, there is
Or-
no. That's only if she interacts with it in a way that would cause damage. So
I
it
see.
doesn't
Oh,
actually
I
cause
see.
damage.
Okay.
That's like if I made it look like fire next to her or something like that. It doesn't do any damage right now. I'm just trying to distract her.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of widen up the viewpoint here so we can see where everybody's at. Okay.
So I'll draw a little. That's where fake birdie is.
Got it.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. I got no
Right
bonus
on.
actions right now.
Anything...
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. How far away is Amnestria? Because I don't. Does I have to look? Does Bardic Inspiration have a
60
limit,
feet,
or
I
do they
think.
just have to hear me?
They have to hear you. But at the range, I think,
60
is 60 feet.
All right. I'm going to shout to Amnestria, "Changeable one, we can do this. Stop her!" And Bardic Inspiration to Amnestria.
Okay. Solid.
Working on it.
Question.
I like grit my fucking teeth as like I'm like
Sorry.
using my spare hand to like.
I don't know when Megan, it's your choice to when you want to use these legendary actions, but I'm going to keep moving until you tell me otherwise.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. It's now Amnestria's turn.
Great. I'm gonna stabby stab again. That's an 18.
It's
Nice.
5 plus 6, and I'm also gonna use brand of castigation, which causes it doesn't take an action, but it basically makes it so anytime she hits anything within 5 feet of, herself, me, really, she'll take an extra 2 damage.
Okay.
It's not much, but I also now know where she is, so if she runs away, I can find her.
Cool. What kind of damage is it? Radiant damage?
No, I don't think it's radiant, but let me find it.
All right. While you're looking
It's
at
psychic.
that,
It's psychic damage.
Psychic
I'm gonna
damage.
attack her a second time though.
Sure.
I'm also gonna goad her because I can. This doesn't take an action, and I can just do this. So I'm gonna goad her a second time.
Okay. If it
Or
hits.
D8. Oh no, this was I'm in combining.
Oh,
with
on the
that
first
attack.
one. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So another 7 damage,
Okay.
and then I'll stab her again.
Okay.
That's a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
For another 6 plus 3.
All right.
Right.
Now,
I was gonna say.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
no, keep going. That's fine.
I was just gonna say, Louisa, this isn't you. Stop.
Luisa's eyes, or at least the creature that you assume Louisa is, her eyes are sort of flitting between an unknown space in the middle of the street and you. Just like... All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, is there any legendary action that happens?
Yeah. She
Okay.
just hit me again, so she'll. I already turned you now, so
Remember,
Yeah.
it's not about the turn.
Yeah.
it's about the damage.
It's about she wants to eat
Strike me.
your whole body.
Yeah. Okay. So then I will spend all 3 of this round's legendary actions, and I will do another bite attack at you
Oh shit!
because you're the only one doing
Anything
real
to you,
damage
really?
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have that necrotic damage, but I'll take the bite again.
Yeah.
I don't need to roll the con save because I already failed the first time.
Correct.
You've already.
Okay. So
13 plus what's half of 17? 8. Is that 13 plus 8? 21.
Yep.
okay. I'm doing okay. I still have a third of my health, so you know.
Third is good. Third is better than
Yeah.
0. Yep.
I'm also at roughly a third of my health.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, then we'll see who goes down first. Then, don't we, Megan?
Super duper. Maybe I can jump in and throw a healing potion one way or the other since I'm not involved in this fight whatsoever. I love it. I'm not sure who I should... No, actually I can't. I have an unlimited number of channel points, so I can't do that. Chat, choose wisely. 2 more potions to go. All right. It is now Alanic's turn. Alanic will shoot from his prone position at disadvantage at you, Louisa.
Yep. Makes sense.
13 to hit.
Miss.
Fuck. And I think Alanic probably does say fuck. Arthur... Jesus. You've completely disabled Arthur's
you
shit.
hit me. I didn't do my damage.
Oh, that's
did you
the
still have more to do?
necrotic damage? Yeah.
I did do my necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Three D10. Really?
Wow.
Game?
Wow.
Wow. 6
Six.
damage. But yeah, you know what?
That's against me, right?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
still damage.
Okay.
Damage is damage.
Yep.
Fuck. Arthur will disengage and go for the blunderbuss. He's like, no! He just runs across the street and grabs the blunderbuss. And that's his action. That's all he can do. Mikmick, it's your turn unless you have any other legendary actions. I think you used all 3 though, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
All
she
right,
tried
so
to bite me.
Mikmick,
Yeah,
it's
I
your
did.
turn.
Okay, so I think just a question.
Mhm.
Would a grapple be an attack action?
Yes.
Okay.
A grapple
Well,
is a
in
type
that
of attack.
Yes. Well, in that case, Mikmick will say to himself, "Okay, so magic's not working. Let's try the good old-fashioned way." And bonus action rage.
Okay.
Maybe we don't know yet. She hasn't had a turn to go for the fake birdie, but we'll see.
Bonus action rage. First action is to stab Louisa with the dagger.
Okay.
So should I roll that again because I have advantage because flanking?
Yes, you should.
See if that gets any better, and it doesn't.
Nope.
Miss.
That
So
dagger
14.
always misses. I don't think I've
Yeah, I
ever
know.
seen it hit. It's always the dagger of the midnight whiffer.
The
It's the
midnight.
Yes, the midnight slasher.
The midnight slasher. Sorry, I don't mean to
Yeah.
make fun
Yeah,
of you.
they were stood up on a date, you know.
Yeah.
And then, seeing as that was first attack action, the second attack action will be for a grapple. Try and grapple Louisa
Okay. So that's an
while
opposed.
raging. So
Yeah, it's an opposed athletics check.
yeah. So roll athletics.
Oh my god! If I swear to God, if Mikmick fucking grapples this giant werewolf, I'm gonna
No,
lose my
he's gonna
goddamn
be
mind.
pretty-
Let's do it.
This
Let's
is
do it.
amazing.
I guess that's just a strength check for me.
Yes, it's just a strength because you don't
Okay.
have athletics. I don't believe.
Great.
Nice.
So, Mikmick, describe how you fucking grapple this werewolf. This is amazing.
Well, I think seeing as it has, he'll probably be doing the probably the good cop kind of method and just try and grab hold of the arms and hold it behind the back.
Okay, it makes sense. You've got the
Yeah.
fucking gauntlets of ogre strength, so that's totally
Yeah.
on brand.
Yeah. So basically, just holding Louisa's arms behind her back. So
Yeah, you're
she
down
can't-
there already, right? So like,
Yeah.
you just grab it, like grab her arm. So remember, you're not
Yeah.
restraining her; you're grappling her, which makes her speed 0.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm raging, so
and you're raging. All
So
right,
imagine you like holding onto like one of her legs in place.
I think
So she can't
yeah,
move.
just like you're not going anywhere. Facehugger gnome.
Yes. Get in.
Yeah, exactly. All she would have to do is just open and shut. That would be awful. All right, so that is the end of Mikmick's turn, I believe, correct?
Mhm.
All right, we're
Yep,
at
so-
we're at your turn then,
No,
Louisa.
Lisa.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I guess. Let's see. I guess for my action because it's. I'll try to break the grapple.
Okay.
I'll just try to scrape him off.
So the DC on the
So-
grapple is, I think, if it were like, if well, let's see. Normally, if it were a monster, it would have a DC of the grapple, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's based on strength. So in
Okay.
this case, because he has such a high strength, I'm going to make the DC relatively high.
Sure.
So let's just check and see. What is your strength currently, Mikmick?
Strength score is 19.
19? Okay, so with
He's a strong boy.
Yeah, with an 18, the DC was 15. So I'm going to make the DC on this one 16.
Okay. Ooh. Nope.
Nope, not enough. So yeah, you
Did
try
even
to,
worse.
you try to peel him off, and he just digs in even further.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Will it break the grapple if I use my bonus action to shift from a direwolf to a hybrid?
Oh shoot! I like that. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
So you've been a dire wolf. You've been on your four
Yeah.
paws the whole time.
Yeah,
I thought
I've
that you
been
were like,
using the direwolf. No, I've been using the direwolf stats.
oh, if
like,
that's the case, then
as-
what I should have done was made you large, because dire wolves are large creatures.
Oh,
So, but you could
okay.
switch from a hybrid to a dire wolf, and that would make you large.
yes,
Cool.
that is true.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do then. I'm just going to go boop,
Okay.
and make
Oh,
you
no, she's so much
huge.
bigger.
Nice. Everything that I've been doing, by the way, is acceptable in either hybrid or direwolf form. So,
Okay.
just
Good to
so everyone knows, I
Yes.
haven't been fucking with you
You
unnecessarily.
don't heal at all when you do that to you.
Now, question: when
I hope
she
not.
makes saves, is she using her monk stats or her wolf stats?
She is using the stat of the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking.
Yep.
Because you beat my wisdom save earlier. Because I'm like, oh, she's a monk. Of course she will. But
I'm
just
gonna
curious.
say, based on the fact
Good
that
stats over
Mikmick
here.
is a small creature, and you have made yourself a large creature, which is 2 sizes larger, I'm gonna say that based on like the fact that he was grabbing her, I'm gonna say that it does break the grapple. I know that it's not necessarily in line with the rules, but I think that from a flavor perspective, it kind of matches what I was
It would
expecting.
make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like Mikmick trying to grapple a dragon.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
No, exactly. You'd be like, oh, fuck! Yeah, exactly, right?
All right. Then
So that's your bonus action. And you've used
That's
your
my
action to
bonus
try to break the
action.
grapple the first
I've
time.
used my action. How much of the phantasmal force? Because I fell
As far
for
as
it.
you know, you fell for it. It is Birdie standing there saying,
Yeah.
"Mother, what are you doing?"
Right.
So I guess this is more of a how much of Louisa is still left question. Like, do I care?
You don't.
I don't. Great. Then,
Yeah, we're
yeah,
talking
then
like
I'll stay.
full American Werewolf in London, like, doesn't recognize people that he loves, would kill anything just for food.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Right. Muadnhait,
And I
it's
will
your
stay
turn.
where I am.
Moina looks at Werewolf Louise and says, "I really don't want to do this." Well, my husband's tablet is talking for no reason.
That's creepy as shit.
I really don't want to do this, and I'm gonna hit her with 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Oof.
Yep.
Bam, bam, bam. Do the 2 16s hit?
16 is my AC, so yes.
All right, so 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 damage.
All right. She's looking hurt.
All right.
End of turn. Amnestria, remember you have a bardic inspiration if you need it.
Great. Thank you for reminding me.
And
Okay.
actually, wait. I'm also going to say, Tiny One, get out of there and do what you can. And Mikmick now also has a bardic inspo.
Okay.
So-
yeah, Amnestria, unless there are any legendary actions that our werewolf friend would like to take.
No, I can't take any because I used all 3 this round to
Okay.
attack
then-
to bite Amnestria.
No,
Yeah.
that was last round.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was last round.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was.
I need to better track. Then yeah, she doesn't like Mikmick being on her back, so she'll swipe
Okay.
behind her before he jumps down. 15 to hit.
15 noise.
Oh wait, no,
Mhm.
hold on.
Oh, no. Do you
Advantage
have
on
any...
attack rolls against a creature that doesn't
you
have
have-
all of its hit points. So
Yeah, do you have all of your hit
Advantage,
points?
You have regular attack because I'm goading you.
Oh, that's a good point. Because, the goading attack
Cancels
with
it out.
disadvantage,
oh, that's
and
right.
the advantage
that's right.
on him, it cancels out, so it's a straight
So
attack.
15. All right, cool. Miss.
Good point.
Mm.
Good point. Yeah, these are all good points.
Yeah.
This is my first time looking at this stat block, so
You're doing a great
hey,
fucking
we're all
job.
learning together.
No, you're kicking ass.
Hey, thanks.
9 more damage. How you looking there, Louisa?
With this 9 damage, I'm at
Don't tell-
9 hit points.
Okay,
Oh no,
That's
yeah,
fine.
no,
It's
you
fine.
didn't have
It's
to
fine. It's
double the
fine.
number. I'm gonna attack
Sorry.
you one more time
good enough.
for 22, but I'm gonna try to do non-lethal damage. I'm gonna try to knock you out with the butt of my fucking rapier for 10 plus.
Oh, yeah. Down.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna knock you out.
So, describe how you knock out Louisa's form.
I'm gonna say when she's like trying to swipe Mikmick, I'm going to misty step up into the air,
Oh,
10
damn.
feet, and I'm going to come down with my fucking rapier on her head
Okay.
at the butt of it.
Nice.
There is a sickening crunch. The creature's eyes roll into the back of its head, and it just splays out all of its paws. Its tongue lolls out of its mouth, but it's still breathing. Arthur grabs the gun and runs across the street and positions it at its head.
I'm going to get in front of him.
Yeah.
And-
What are you doing?
Stop!
Why not runs up and grabs it and says, absolutely not, that is Louisa.
That is not your friend anymore.
It will be again. Do you not understand yet? We must let her choose when she is herself again if she wants to live as this creature and believe she can control herself, then we will let her.
Arthur looks with a mixture of fear and indecisiveness at the creature and then back at you, Moynat.
This is
Mikmick.
not our choice to make, it is hers.
Mikmick will pipe up at this point. Arthur, there are more important things at this moment. Atlantic has been bitten. Maybe you should look into that.
Yes, of course,
Oh, bugger! And then he takes the blunderbuss and hefts it over his shoulder.
Can I actually take the blunderbuss from him?
You can try.
Gimme.
Make
Me?
an opposed strength check. He has it. You can grab it from him if you want.
Sure. I'll try to grab it from him.
Okay.
You just said strength check.
Yep, just a strength check.
Okie dokie. Yeah, it's a 15.
Okay. He rolled a 17.
Oh, damn.
You grab it.
Oh, Bardic
and-
Inspiration. I used the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, use your Bardic
you
Inspiration,
have
sure.
it. That's true. You
Yeah.
have it.
That's fine.
D8.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you grab it.
22.
He like pulls it away, and then you just wrest it out of his hands.
what are you doing?
I think it's
Go
best
see.
if I hold on to that for now.
Go see to your husband. And then Moynat is going to kneel down next to the unconscious werewolf and begin stroking its fur. And simply say, I know you're in there and she needs you. Come back to us, drunken one.
Jack steps forward towards Louisa's changed form and holds Birdie's hand as the two of them stare down.
I'll drop concentration on the phantasmal birdie.
Yeah, I mean, it's no point.
But he's looking at herself.
No,
Hello?
remember, this is that's only a thing for her. That's a thing for Louisa.
Only Louisa can say.
Yeah. And I think Birdie looks down, tears are streaming down her face, and Jack says, "It's going to be okay, Birdie. It's going to be okay." And
Moynat will.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you first.
Say Moynat will look up at Birdie and say, "This is the price she paid because she wanted to see you again. This is her love for you." And we'll go back to stroking the wolf's fur gently.
And Mikmick will try and make a joke out of this and going back to his rock gnome heritage and say, Bertie, well, you've just seen what lengths your mother will go to protect you. Wouldn't you like to have this on your side rather than against you?
Birdie just sort of shakes her head. She says, No. No, I don't. And then she just buries her head in her in her father's chest.
You're all exceptionally bad at this.
She's in there, child.
She is in there. But
That's what matters.
I'm gonna sit down now.
As the mists begin to clear around the streets, you realize, without even knowing it, that it is nighttime. And I think Arthur and Cabe help to bring the unconscious form of Louisa inside the house. The streets are absolutely barren after that crazy show of violence. And Arthur says, "No, we must bring her inside. Please bring her inside as swift as you can. The Kargat will soon be here. We must bring her inside and keep her chained up, at least for the next, well, at least until the morning. Perhaps for the next night as well." And
I'll keep an eye on her.
And then he turns to Alanik and he says, "Old man, are you well?" Alanik looks down at this vicious bite in his arm. He says, "I don't know, Arthur. I don't rightly know. But I've faced worse and made it through to the other side. Time will tell." Hafiz Nan Laran, who has been standing in the doorway this whole time, looks at all of you and says, "I don't know if this is the right time to tell you all this, but please shut the door. The Kargat will be here, and I wish to make sure that none of the events that have just occurred are brought to their attention."
We now will close the door.
A what?
The Kargat.
Which is...
You are not Darkonian.
The Kargat, I'm assuming, is the police force.
Yes. If you wish to call them that, yes, they are the police.
Town guards, or in other words.
He doesn't mention anything more about that, and he says, "I wish to let you know that my assignment was a success, Alanik, although I am saddened to see you in this state after what has occurred with this monstrous creature. I have found information about the apparatus, which may come as a shock to you. I have news that whoever stole the rods of Rastinon and Hutras are clearly intent on using them in another apparatus, the building of which has taken place over the last month, and perhaps is near completion. Whoever or whatever it is that is creating this thing, it has the full resources of many domains at its beck and call. And I fear for all of us. And that is where we will stop tonight.
Oh, that was a good battle.
Indeed.
That was fun.
Oh, shit.
Megan has none regrets right now.
None.
Louisa's gonna have
Not-
many,
Double zero
but
regrets.
Megan is just like.
As
Yeah.
it should be.
Oh, small coda. As the words escape from Hafiz's lips, we pan to the outside and we look up into the sky as the mists part, and there is the full moon.
Yeah.
Mm, that's could be bad.
Yeah, could be bad.
Could be bad.
Could be bad. Could be good. A little bit of both.
We've got her inside now. She can't see it.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
So,
Yeah.
let us say goodnight on that note, and thank the amazing sponsors and of course the amazing players who have been with us this evening. Let's just go around the table. I'll save you for last, Werewolf Louisa. Let's go over there. Yes, let's start with Sarah. Sarah, where can people find you on the internet?
Hello, I am Sarah. You can find me on the interwebs at Lovely Llama on the social media platform of your choice, and here on Slices and Dices most Fridays and many Thursdays. I'll be back next Thursday for Alien.
Me too.
Yes, with Maeve and Matt running the game. Can't wait to see just how incredibly fucked all of our characters are. It's gonna be awesome. If anyone makes it out of this alive, it'll be a miracle. Please come check us out. I'll be fresh off an 8-hour car ride, so I'm gonna be super loopy, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's the best part of it. Thank you, Sarah. Let's move down to this gentleman down in the bottom left-hand corner. That is Red, who played Mikmick. Red, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at numerous places around the internet, but I hardly post anywhere, so good luck trying on that regard.
That's a
But you'll
challenge.
most likely-
Challenge accepted.
You'll most likely find me on the Discord where I'm chatting if I'm not gaming.
Cool. Thank you so much, Red. Moving across down to this lady right down there in the bottom right-hand corner. That is Maeve. Maeve, where can people find you on the internet?
Well, as Sarah said, you can find me on Aliens next week with you and her, and also here on Ravenloft. You can also find me on our wonderful Discord server, and on Twitter when I post things, and that's not very often under Maeve Climber.
Cool.
But aside from that, yeah.
Super. Thank you, Maeve. And then finally, the wolf of the hour here, Louisa, played by Megan. Megan, where can people find you? Sorry. you. Oh, God, that was really fucking awful. You. On the internet.
It's me. You can find me at Megan Lanapp on Instagram or in our Discord, or starting next month, I think, for Escape from New York.
Yeah, Everyday Heroes, baby.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be
It's
fun.
gonna be fun.
Can't wait.
I know we're negotiating a date right now, so more to come on that. But
I'm not DMing or GMing that one. That one's all Patrick Marin. So I'm just gonna have, I'm gonna have revenge, and he's gonna have revenge on me for killing his
We're
characters
having
in
fun.
every single game that I've ever played.
You
with
really
him.
do, Matt.
I do.
You really do.
I mean,
It's impressive.
I got a hat trick, Patrick. That's all I gotta say.
Last night was pretty goddamn brutal, I must say.
Listen, the game
God,
makes the
he died
decisions.
again?
He did.
Yeah, he died again. In the
Haven't seen it
first,
yet.
like the opening combat of the game.
Yep, his character, and
Oh.
it was very it was very on brand with Blade Runner. Like an NPC comes and you're like, oh, this is the hero, and just fucking dies like right in the first 10 minutes of the game. And I'm like,
oh, so he's Sean Bean. I get it.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
is. though.
Sean Bean. Oh my god.
He's the
I'm
Sean Bean of our
actually
channel.
the more I think about it, the more I'm like, Ed, really? Like our chief of police who went through this exact same scenario had like no sympathy for this shit at all.
He lived.
Fair.
Yeah. He's like, listen,
Barely.
Funny.
I lived with a fucking iron lung for the next 30 years. If you don't live, it's your fucking fault. But yeah, so that's what happened on Blade Runner. Go check it out on YouTube. It should be up in a couple hours. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you. This is a gift.
You're very
Truly.
welcome. Speaking of which, it's Christmas weekend, so enjoy.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Yeah.
caring. Have a happy holiday with your friends and family, folks. Enjoy the time that you have with each
Enjoy
other.
the winter holiday of your choosing.
Indeed. My name is Matt. I help to run things around here on Slices and Dices. We do fun RPG games of different ilks and kinds with crazy, amazing people who I enjoy playing with and have enjoyed playing this whole crazy motherfucking year of 2023, because this is the last. This is the last. I think this is. Or am I wrong?
No,
This is
Alien.
Alien will be the
last
last.
of the year.
Well, then I will
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
I will save the year-end thank yous to that group. But I'll say thank you to you guys, because what a year it's been in Ravenloft. This is our second year playing this campaign, and you guys are amazing. So, and thank you, chat, for being here. Playing alongside of us. I mean, you guys are just as much an element of the game as any of the players are. Crazy element, but an element nonetheless, and making things go in lots of different directions. I also say thank you, of course, to our amazing sponsors for this campaign and others. Chepeku Maps and Into the AM and Monument Sound. All of those are great sponsors, and you should check out all of these great partners of ours in whatever capacity you can, because they are great content creators. That's all I got for tonight, folks. Have a good evening. Remember, take care of each other, but do not forget to take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful Christmas weekend. Bye. Ow!